Well, just name one positive thing, one happy thought before I move to the next thing. Give me one happy thought.
Well, Aubameyang came on at the 5th minute and he came off at the 66th minute.
Genitalia reporting.
Oh my god.
Wait, Osuna, are you high?
R9 fourth and Cristiano Ronaldo fifth.
Can I go next?
I think Cristiano Ronaldo is the greatest European of all time.
And I want to say R9 just because I actually rate him high. HH. It's just that you always say that he had a grenade tossed to his ankle, he floated or some type of stuff. It's crazy, bro.
It's the kid. We're here, we are live, we are alive, guys. What's up? Welcome to the Sunday football hangar. Let's tell you what's going to be on the show. We're going to talk about some of the
Modric is an international flop.
Okay, I don't know who that was, but I'm going to keep on going. So we're going to talk about Vitor Roque to Barcelona. Hold on, we're going to talk about Vitor Roque to Barcelona. Is this guy a brick? Or is this guy so Casey will try and give us an argument why he's going to be the next R9 for Barcelona. We're going to talk about the seed, Caicedo to Chelsea. What does this mean? Could him and Enzo form the midfield that allows Chelsea to take over the whole of football? Caicedo to Chelsea.
No.
We're also going to talk about Man United and the Qatar ownership. I'm going to talk about ownership as well. And I think when we talk about United and Qatar, that is a great kind of a segue and company to talk about what's happening in the Saudi League. Because if you've been following, Al Hilal are closing on a deal to get your boy Ruben Neves as well as Kalidou Koulibaly. And Al Nassr are very close to signing Ziyech, who shall be joining your boy Cristiano Ronaldo. And we're going to look at PSG's next manager. I thought it was going to be Nagelsmann. That broke down, and Luis Enrique is now said to be the person most likely to take over at PSG. So, guys, as you well know, welcome to the show. Have fun, sit back, have a meal, relax, get into the streets, chat with one another, and so forth. And get involved with the communication. Remember, this is going to be on Spotify. So all of the podcasts and everything will be in podcast form on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Amazon Podcasts as well. So wherever you listen to your podcast, all the hangouts will be able to be listened to in podcast form. And yeah, do what you want to do there. And also remember, guys, please feel free to send in your super chats and your dobs. We call them dobs up in this piece. Your super chats and your dobs help to keep this channel growing and help me to do this as a 24/7 job, giving you the best possible content crack on planet Earth. So I thank you for your donaciones. So I don't mean to be rude, but I don't really care about how you guys are doing because we have very important things to talk about. Let's talk about LSG. I want to talk about LSG. So it isn't confirmed. It isn't fully done, but people are saying that Luis Enrique is the next man to fail to win the UCL for PSG. My raw emotions to this is what happened to Mourinho. And Casey, that was not a signal for you to unmute my Casey. I can see when you unmute your mic and so forth. I can actually see it visually. So Casey, just press the mute button right now. So my thing is here, Luis Enrique, I respect him. Because, see, I always thought that Luis Enrique rode off the coattails of MSN, But in hindsight, I'm actually, you know what? He actually needs to be given a higher degree of credit for what that team in 2015 did. Remember when we did our whole thing of who's the best treble? I think unanimously we all voted that the 2015 Barca team were the best treble winning team. And it can't be the best treble winning team if the players coach themselves. So Luis Enrique had to do something there. I just don't believe that the success you saw with Luis Enrique without Barca side, you're going to see with the PSG. Same reason why I don't believe if you put Zidane at United, put Zidane and Bayern anywhere, Zidane ain't going to get the same success for any other team than he did with that Real Madrid team at that specific time. Luis Enrique isn't winning a UCL with PSG, specifically without a Messi and let's be real, I'm assuming it's going to be without Neymar. And even if Neymar does stay, you're going to be getting an extremely unmotivated Neymar who is going to try and somehow freeze himself like Cristiano in one of Cristiano Ronaldo's crowd chambers for the 2026 World Cup. So again, yeah, like for me, I just this appointment doesn't move me. It doesn't move me, and it's better than Galtier, that's for sure. It's much better than Galtier. But I think that Nagelsmann or Luis Enrique, neither of them wins the UCL. But I think Nagelsmann would have been a much more interesting hire than Luis Enrique. Okay, I'll go out on a limb. I don't think PSG are going to win the UCL anytime soon. Who would have been more likely to give them a UCL dub? I think it would have been Nagelsmann. And people will say, wait, how does that make sense? Because Luis Enrique won it with Barcelona. Bro, put my 5-year-old cousin in charge of PKMSN. They win the freaking UCL with PKMSN. Okay, what are you saying about this Luis Enrique PSG hire, man?
Wait, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Loud and clear, crystal clear.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I think if we get Gallardo, which looks like we're getting Gallardo from Argentina, I think we can win Liga ahead of PSG if they get Enrique. Because
so okay, by we and you mean Lyon?
Marseille.
Marseille. Yeah.
I think we can win Liga. That's how low it doesn't matter which manager you get in HH at PSG, especially someone who's as stringent and rigid as Luis Enrique, you need to play the way he wants you to play. That's not going to work at PSG. Look at who their signings are so far. They signed Asensio as a free agent. They signed Lee Kang-in from Mallorca. Who knows if he's even ready? He's a good talent. Who knows if he's even ready? And they've signed Ugarte, and they've given him a $10 million per year. They've tripled, quadrupled his wages. So for me, I don't think any manager changes what happens at PSG, because the board is so.
So saying that Nagelsmann, same thing. Put Nagelsmann. So the hire Mourinho, same thing. Mourinho wouldn't change PSG.
Mourinho might get more of the stars on his line, but no, that club is just doesn't have enough of a winning culture, enough of a winning mentality to do anything in the UCL. Even that's the point. They can spend how much they want, get whatever manager they want. At the end of the day, when it comes to the business and in the UCL, you cannot trust PSG because they will crumble.
Blake, what do you say, man, about this, about Enrique to PSG?
PSG are just a loser team, in my opinion. They got to sort out the Mbappe situation. And as far as
wait, he says he's not extending. He was there to sort that. He ain't extending.
He's
thinking about Chelsea.
They said they're trying to get rid of him, so they got to sort out that situation. He's saying he's staying. They're saying he got to go. So that situation still stuffed it. So even if Enrique was to come, he's coming into a messy situation. The team's all over the place. We don't know if Neymar's staying. We don't know if Neymar's going. And then obviously, if you look at the signers are not really Luis Enrique type of players. So he ain't really going to change anything in League One. They're not going to win no UCLs, as they always do. If they're not winning UCLs with Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe, they're not going to win at all. So it doesn't really move the needle, man. They're just an irrelevant team that needs to completely blow up the whole thing and just rebuild from scratch. do football properly, build an actual team.
No. Look, basically, I mean, look, for me, I really, because this is with my, it's over. The PSG project, it's over. It's done. And I think once Neymar eventually leaves, because they're trying to sell him, I'm trying to work out a deal to get rid of him and so forth. I just think it's over. But do you know what the funny thing is? I think we'll agree with it once with, but it would be so ironic and it would be so poetic that if Neymar leaves, Messi leaves, PSG then somehow win the UCL. That with all these superstars and all the stars go, they somehow found a way to win the UCL. Now look, my narrative is for Mbappe to lead PSG to a UCL without Neymar and Messi. Because if that happens, that narrative is crazy. That's a crazy narrative that nobody in this channel wants. But let's just play it didn't happen. What is it?
Is winning the UCL with PSG dud?
Yes. Based on the cost. No, it's not. It's dud borderline doy. I told you. Mbappe just needs one UCL with PSG and everything changes. Everything changes, bro. Because all I'm saying is that Real Madrid won UCLs before a certain guy got there. Barca won UCLs before a certain guy got there. PSG have never won the UCL before. So if Mbappe, because I think what looks like if it's going to happen is that this is not going to be Mbappe's final season.
Hold on, so you respect De Bruyne now?
What, an oil refinery?
So what is PSG?
Wait,
so what is PSG? Hold on. What is
PSG? No. I ain't. No, that's UCL. There's an asterisk. There's an oil refinery tax on that whole thing, bro. I'm sorry, there's an oil refinery tax.
I checked Abramovich businesses. You know, he used to sell gas.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like,
okay. So who? I'll put it to Wikipedia. Casey,
no,
how about you go to a proper sources rather than Wikipedia, which anybody can freaking change? Hokage, I don't know why you have Gandhi as your AVI, but it is what it is. Luis Enrique to PSG.
I got a quick question real quick.
Okay, Blake, what are you saying?
Okay, so my question is this: we talk about the PSG project, but how many managers have they gone through since this project has started? That's the real question.
A heck of a lot of managers. No, Blake, like I said, no. But can you now see why, if Mbappe leads into UCL, why it's dud? PSG, it's a mess. Because we were all in agreement that City were always going to win the UCL before PSG. We said this years ago that yes, we know they kept on messing up, but we knew that look, who's going to first win the UCL is always going to be Man City. I don't think that we're going to see PSG win the UCL anytime soon. You know, because my thing is that with Messi gone and Neymar gone, and all these teams rebuilding and so forth, how are PSG going to win the UCL? How? How? So all you're armed with is Mbappe, and that's it. Mbappe and who? Now, I know that they're trying to get to Osimhen and so forth, but now here's the thing though.
They need to sell Neymar to get him.
Yeah, but even if they get Osimhen and so forth, it's still not enough. And we know that the best chance PSG have is with a fully motivated Neymar, which is what we saw in 2020, but then ban happened. Wait, so Hokage, what are you saying about Luis Enrique and PSG, bro?
I mean, I think Luis Enrique is a serious manager, so I mean, at least they're not signing clowns like Tottenham signing some guy. I've never heard of this guy.
Garcia, bro, Garcia. Shout out to Garcia.
No, Tottenham signed that one guy. Like I don't even know.
What's it called? Angie Martinez. Martinez.
So, like, they're taking a step in the right direction, but like, yeah, I don't think the project is a thing anymore. Like, if you've seen Neymar's shape, like he's 20, 30 pounds overweight at this point. It's pretty bad. So, I don't know. Like, I think
is he on the Zard diet right now?
Probably. Like him and Hazard are on the same way.
Casey, leave. Okay, can Hazard just stop catching strays? Like the guy is on a borderline with retirement, bro.
In July, some photos are going to come from Zard at Mallorca or something like that.
Okay,
we're gonna have a lot of fun.
Okay. Thank you for that. Thank you. Hokage, what do you say? So basically, you said Luis Enrique doesn't change anything for PSG. They're still going to get bounced out of.
Maybe because they have some decent midfielders. Like I was just watching the Spain-Croatia game, and Fabian Ruiz had a great game, and he looked like the player he was at Napoli, but he never did that for PSG ever.
Yeah.
Ever, especially in the Champions League, he never did that. So I'm interested to see what Luis Enrique does with that fraud Verratti and Fabian Ruiz and that maybe fraud Ugarte. Their defense is old. Bar Nuno Mendes, that defense is old, crumbling. They're on their last legs. I don't know what they're going to do with that defense. Bar Nuno Mendes. So
They're getting
I'm interested.
Hernandez.
Oh, fuck that guy. He's injured. He gets injured 9 months out of the year. Hernandez is not a signing. He's an injury waiting to happen. So
I mean, Hakimi is a defender.
Yeah.
no, Hakimi, does he defend? Like, he just attacks. I don't think he defends. So I'm talking about real defenders back there. You saw, like, Sergio Ramos is their best. His best game was against Bayern, and they still lost. So sure, get Osimhen. Sure, bring in Ugarte, but Skriniar wasn't even starting for Inter, dude. He was benched by DiMarco. Skriniar, is he that guy anymore? I don't know. Like, so I'm confused on their recruitment. Like, cool, get Osimhen, and that's a powerful attack. Mbappe and Osimhen next to each other. Like, I'd be scared of that if they came up against my team. But
I mean, but then who's the guy? Who's the creator? Who's the playmaker? Who's the guy threading balls through?
It's Neymar, but he's overweight, so I don't know. Yeah.
But aren't they trying to sell Neymar?
The playmaker is either Lee Kang-in or this Benfica guy called Shell Endure.
Wow.
Well, that's for PSG. Look, guys. I mean, look. As I said again, look. It's PSG's best chance was that 2020 final, and they messed up. That was their best
Can
chance.
I speak on that?
Okay, Casey, go for it. Now go to yes. Casey, talk to
So
me.
first to answer a question on that Portuguese terrorist, why PSG are not going for him. I told you before that Pep has actually destroyed Mourinho because Mourinho's type of football
but
is
Casey,
finished.
but Mourinho ran Pep at the time.
for-
Mourinho forced Pep into a
Yeah,
sabbatical.
as I said,
No,
you can
did Mourinho take Pep into a sabbatical? Yes, he did.
And
That's
Pep
Casey,
ran-
that's great 09 team. Who beat that team in a semi-final? Who? I think it was Inter Milan. Wasn't it? I think it was Inter Milan that beat them down with
How
one of the
many
greatest
years ago
defensive
was it?
performances ever seen in the UCL.
like
So,
13
Casey,
years
there's no comparison between Mourinho and Pep. There's no comparison. There's
Yeah,
not.
Pep. Yeah, you're right. Pep ran Mourinho out of elite football. Like, I think 0 knockout Champions League wins since 2015. What a bum.
Give Mourinho an oil refinery. He'll
What
give you a
bum.
UCL every year. So,
he had a gas refinery. He had a gas
Casey,
refinery.
can you stick on to PSG, please? Thank you.
Yeah, Luis Enrique. Like, I think Neymar might do well because if you remember, like,
Oh, please.
the best version of
Casey, Casey.
the best version of Neymar came under Luis Enrique.
What are you, Casey?
Casey, look at his
What
body.
are you talking about? Do you know
Look
how
at
many
his
years ago
overweight.
that was?
No, but I think
So they were going to be, oh my gosh, it's Luis Enrique. Let me now send myself back to 2015. Casey, we are never seeing 2015 Neymar ever again. It's never happening.
but
Casey, have you seen what Neymar looks like right now?
yes, and I know. I mean, anyone.
He
can,
ate all the
like,
ice creams.
So Zard, like, what is Zard eating? But how, like, people can come back to shape. Like, it's not that hard. And Luis
Casey, there's a Brazil tax there. Once Brazilians hit a certain weight, they never go back, bro. It is what it is. It's a Brazil tax.
Yes, R9. Okay. But
Well,
like,
no. That's Casey. You can't just say something quick and think I'll just ignore it. Arnan, he won his World Cup, so it was fair.
Good for him, good.
Adriano.
No, but
Yeah,
have
what did you
like
mean? Yeah.
Luis Enrique is super strict. I don't think he's gonna handle this nonsense from Mbappe or Neymar. I think he is the closest thing to Zidane they can get right now, because he can say, "Okay, I've won a Champions League." Like Tuchel couldn't say that. Pochettino, I mean, that guy's a fraud. And who is the French guy? Galtier.
Gautier.
So okay. So let me ask you. Can I ask you this then, as a Barca fan, who was more responsible? Because we can all agree that for this City UCL win, Pep was the biggest reason. Now, it was one of the reasons, but he was the biggest reason. Who was the biggest reason for Barca to win that UCL? Was it MSN or was it Luis Enrique?
I mean, I think it's a boring answer, but it was equal though.
Excuse
It
me?
is a boring answer. Yes, because like Luis Enrique.
No, Casey, choose one. What was it more? Was it more of MSN or more of Luis Enrique?
You can't really choose, Havo, because I mean.
Yes, you
Luis
can.
Enrique-
I'm telling you to choose. Choose one. Choose.
Okay, I will say MSN maybe. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, but it's like super close. But because Enrique did a lot of good work with Barca. Like,
Good.
he built a
I know he
system.
did.
Yeah, and this is what I'm trying to say. Like, he can do that with Neymar and Mbappe maybe. And if you're saying Osimhen will join, maybe he can add them too.
Wait, hold on. Where's come on, give me a break. Like, Casey, so you really believe that Luis Enrique is going to come and somehow rekindle Neymar and Mbappe? Come on, bro. Come on. That ship has sailed long ago, man. That ship has sailed long ago. Yes, yeah. Do you believe So yes, Casey says that Luis Enrique is going to come and going to take Mbappe and Neymar back to his best. Do you believe this?
No, I don't. I don't believe it at all. To be honest, I think PSG is. I mean, Mbappe pretty much said PSG is a joke. Literally that's once he submitted that letter publicly, he just told us the truth about PSG. He said these guys are jokers, and I need to get the hell out of here. That's literally what he said. So, if your best player is saying this this club is a joke, then why should I take it seriously? You know, I feel bad for Luis Enrique because this is a career suicide move. This will be the end of Luis Enrique's managerial career, in my general opinion, because
Man, I
look,
love how Yasa just goes to the
no,
extreme.
no, no.
with this
It's
thing. But
because
let's listen.
it's like there's nothing Luis Enrique can gain, but he has everything to lose because you're only as good as your last job. Simple as that's the truth. The more and more because 2015, what are we in 2023 right now? So
Yeah.
8 years. We're 8 years removed from that treble. The more you're removed from that treble, then it becomes a figment. It becomes part of history. It doesn't.
You're
It's
about to
not.
say figments of your imagination,
No,
but
no,
it did
yeah.
happen though. So
It
we
did happen.
didn't
It did
imagine it.
happen,
It did
but
actually happen.
people don't. The memory is not as fresh. What I can remember from in recent memory about Luis Enrique is Spain. I mean, was his stunt at Spain something to write home about? I don't think so. The fact that I know people don't really care about the Nations League, but Spain has not won anything since the Nations League, and the manager hasn't been there for that long and actually done something. Even Luis Enrique also managed a team that went to the Olympics, didn't win anything. So at the end of the day, I think Luis Enrique has become a bit overrated, and going to PSG with the fact that everybody's trying to leave, everyone's trying to jump ship. I mean, it's like joining the Titanic. That's literally what it is. It's a sinking ship. Um, and I think AK is right. Like, you look at even the league, how financially constrained people are in terms of the league, how PSG as a football club financially are not even are pretty much struggling right now. And this is speculation, and I'm probably adding dots that they're probably not supposed to be added. But the more I think about it, I think even the ownership is jumping ship.
Oh, so El Khelafi and all these people, they're going to sell.
That's
I
nonsense. Absolute nonsense.
No, it's not. Okay, listen to me. I'm not saying they're going to sell, but then Qatar as a nation, I don't think they're interested in PSG and the Liga anymore. PSG.
That's simply not true. They have invested a lot of money to just go away right now. Like,
listen, I'm talking about.
Yeah,
this is what happens. Like, this is what happens when you listen to like.
That doesn't even make sense. That's
the man you find in him. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's the man you find.
Okay.
Well, I mean, let me. Yes, yeah, I was bullied into dropping.
No, but because they're not hearing me. What I'm saying is, I think deep down inside, at the end of the day, the people that own PSG, they're looking at this and they're saying, you know what, we're trying to win the Champions League. If Qatar ends up owning Manchester United, then PSG will become an afterthought. That's an absolute fact. It is Manchester United, and it's the Premier League. It's the biggest club in England. So at the end of the day, the fact that why would they focus on PSG? Club? No. Why would they focus on PSG when PSG is literally in the 5th to 6th best league? If you look at the coefficients,
so
the Ligue 1 is the best league.
They sell PSG and then they do.
No, I don't think they sell PSG. I think they keep it. They're not going to sell PSG, but then the attention will not be on PSG anymore. It will be.
And here's the thing. Even if Qatar somehow wins the bidding war, right, there's a huge matter of conflict of interest because one ownership cannot.
No, hold on, because we're gonna get that. I'm saving that United to Qatar thing, so we're gonna get there. So let me just quickly hit some.
Go ahead.
Did you guys talk about Luis Enrique?
Can I talk
Yeah.
about it?
Oh, okay. Actually, yeah. Okay. So, Zimmer, have you taken Luis Enrique, then I'll take some dubs. Luis Enrique to PSG.
I generally don't know what Yasser's talking about. You act like that Spanish side had an incredible strike force. They had Asensio. They had an out of form Fati, and the fact that he had Morata. Can I finish my statement?
They have
Yes,
Joselu.
shut up.
Joselu.
It's for this. It's fine.
Yeah. No. My thing is with that team. Everyone expected more than what they were in terms of their attacking prowess. I thought their defense was never good enough, regardless of which manager you get, and it's been shown even this game for De La Fuente. Look at how much chances Croatia were creating, and the fact that he had this unit actually performing as a team. You got to give him credit there, because this team looks disorganized without his structure. I'm gonna keep it real. Like, Croatia should have absolutely battered this team. The amount of chances that they've had. And for me, in case of Luis Enrique, I don't know if the PSG job is right for him, but from a PSG standpoint, I think this is the best manager they could have possibly got in the market.
Over Nagelsmann.
Yeah,
over
Nagelsmann.
These German managers are so overrated.
Casey. Okay, let me just finish. My thing with Nagelsmann is the fact that this guy doesn't have experience dealing with stars. He doesn't have experience dealing with high pressure media where the French media is going to absolutely murder you if you end up not starting certain players, dealing with the politics of a club. I think Luis Enrique is more in tune to that, and he is good at developing players. The only problem is you're gonna have to give him the keys, because at some point he's gonna clash with the board. I feel like that's what's bound to happen. Just like
you mean with Luis Enrique?
Yeah, with Luis Enrique. So for me, it's bound to happen. They're bound to clash because, again, Luis Enrique doesn't hold back when it comes to what he thinks about a certain situation, and he's willing to tell you how it is. So I feel like that's going to create a clash, the same way it did for Thomas Tuchel, the same way it did for any other manager.
No, but does he lead them to the UCL, or do they have a better chance of winning the UCL under Luis Enrique?
No, but my thing is, it's not only down to management. It's down to their recruitment. It's down to the type of players they have. It's down to the backroom staff actually doing their job. I feel like for PSG, it's not going to be a simple fix of getting manager. It doesn't matter what manager they have. They're still going to have the same problems because their recruitment is poor. Let's look at their defense and their midfield for the past season. These guys have none. And my thing is, they have to fix up their recruitment before even thinking about a manager. But in terms of managers available, I do think Luis Enrique is better. And Yasser, it's De La Fuente that coached the Olympics. I don't understand why you're confusing Olympics football with the international manager.
So that's so I had to drop the brick.
So he didn't coach. Interesting. So what did he do for Spain then?
What are you talking about? He coached the Euros and the World Cup.
He was not the
on the first round.
Yes. I got a
first
question. round. No, I got
the round 16.
Round of 16, yeah.
I got a question for you, Yasser. Do you expect Southgate to coach the Olympics for Britain?
I expect Southgate to do something with England.
Oh my God!
I don't care what it is.
Man, you make no
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me let's take the dubs. So, hold on. Minecraft the Diamond. Thoughts on Gavi winning trophies? Doesn't really mean anything.
Without
disgusting.
Enrique.
Does that now change the perception towards Gavi because Casey calls him an Andalusian piece of crap? So it is what it is. I don't think it changes.
He's a horrible footballer.
Shout out to your boy Josh. How Perez is not in the Brick Academy. He's making Joselu the number 9. Okay, hold up. Is this actually true?
Yes.
Okay, guys, I'm being serious.
He's swerving.
Is Joselu is not Real Madrid's number 9?
Joselu's a clutch player, man.
I'll say it again. Maybe you did test me. Joselu.
Joselu.
Casey. I know what I'm saying. You're saying so. I cannot tell me that Real Madrid are going from Karim Benzema to Joselu. That's crazy.
I mean, you used to call
cannot be Real Madrid's main strike going forward, bro.
You used to call Benzema a scholar.
Benzema was a scholar.
Yeah, they said they're not going to buy any more offensive
guys.
players.
On yesterday's Hangout, I don't know. Wait, hold up. On yesterday's Hangout, I showed you guys a picture of Joselu. Does that guy look like a man who can become
and that guy?
Yes, I am judging a book by its cover. Yes, I'm judging a book by its cover.
That guy has more international trophies than Harry Kane.
Shout out to Uglyhood. PSG wins the UCL. Does that mean Louis greater than Pep?
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
No.
In terms of God, yes.
LSG.
No. In terms of achievements, yes. If Luis Enrique with his treble for 2015, and if he leads PSG to a UCL, that's a great achievement than everything that Pep has done.
No, bro. What are you
He's
talking
such a hater, Habo. He's such a hater.
No, you guys.
It is Luis, any manager who wins a UCL with PSG is arguably a greater achievement. I'm sorry. It is. Shout out to Ifman. That is Ifman. French president might get involved again. Guys, hold up. Isn't it illegal to be politically involved in football affairs?
It's such a
because this is how Nigeria got banned, I think, when a president got involved. So, wait, are you laughing? Hold up. So French president might get involved again to convince Mbappe to stay until 2025, as he wants him in the Olympics 2024. Oh, stop! The Olympics is in Paris, isn't it? As a French golden boy. Just like Emir convinced him to stay at PSG for the World Cup 2022. Here's the thing. Because like people are actually missing this whole point. Mbappe was literally on his way to Real Madrid, if not for the president. So my thing is that what's going to change? Wait, what do you mean by now?
Okay, what is the president of France? What is Macron?
Why do you think he stayed at PSG?
Let's keep it.
The money.
No, he took.
What do you mean by the money?
What if Mbappe went to
Ziman, when you're the future goat of football, money ain't that big a thing, bro.
Yes, no.
Okay, when you're the future goat of football, money ain't a thing, bro. Ziman, who is the cover of FIFA 23 and FIFA 24, and who's going to be the cover of FIFA 25?
Let me try to explain.
Yes, you don't get
It's not FIFA anymore. It's EA Sports FC.
EA Sports FC.
Okay, Casey, go for it. I'm so sorry. I'm Ziman.
I was gonna say, for me, like, let's not. This is what I don't like about modern day football. We don't make these players take responsibility for their own actions. We always have to make excuses for other people around them. He took the bag. He did it. He got a planet.
Money.
And there's nothing wrong in that. Nothing wrong in that.
Money. Let's keep it what it is. He took the money.
No, he didn't. He was coerced by the president.
He took.
What can Macron do?
I would like to watch to you guys. Ziman, if the president of either America or Somalia forced you to stay, you stay. Casey, if the mayor of New York or the president or the president of India forced you to stay, you will stay. Hokage, if the presidents of Germany, so the chancellor of Germany or the presidents of Iran forced to stay, you will stay. If the president of Krypton coerced me, it is what it is. I'm half Martian, half Kryptonian.
If they offer me that money, I'm staying regardless, man. They don't got to be
Ziman, this was political. It's hard. Ziman, do you think that Mbappe worries about money? Wait, Ziman,
yes,
when you're the face of football, no. When you're the face of football, there are so many other venues in which you can make money.
This guy's not the face of football. Stop it. Messi is still the face of football.
During the
Casey, Messi is a freaking geriatric. No one cares about that dude. Mbappe is the face of football right now.
I dare you. If Inter Miami games get more views than PSG,
Casey, nobody cares about that old geriatric bro.
If Inter Miami games get more views than PSG, we're gonna have a very uncomfortable.
Messi has to understand. Mbappe is the future. Messi's old. He's old. Okay, he's old. We're not about that fossil, bro. Like, Casey, we're not promoting fossil ball
here.
You
wouldn't take Messi at Chelsea.
Oh, yeah.
You wouldn't take Messi at
that's
Chelsea.
a good question. That's a good
Casey,
question.
What do we say? MLS or Liga?
Why are you lying?
Okay, Casey. This channel doesn't promote fossil ball. So shout out to Buffon, Messi, and Cristiano.
So why do you promote that from Mourinho? So why do you promote Mourinho?
Why do you promote Hazard?
Mourinho is current. What do you know about? Mourinho is still current.
I do agree with Casey.
He's fossil football.
MLS Cup is if Messi wins the MLS Cup, it will be better than Mbappe win the Liga.
Yeah,
I agree.
That is true.
I agree.
No, that's a lie. The MLS is fucking bullshit.
Okay, wait, hold on. So, I want to come first to Ziman with this because Casey has been pissing me off. So,
Was it
Donovan?
Vitor
Casey.
Roque?
Sorry, Z-Man. When I pull this up, look, I'm a bit tipsy, so it is what it is.
Whoa.
So Z-Man, not that much. Is who? Like, okay. What is okay? Just talk to me, Z-Man. Just talk to me.
Z-Man, go in, bro.
No, he's obviously he's a central forward.
He's 18. He's 18.
Yeah,
He's 19 next February.
Yeah, he's
Right
18.
now-
Okay, so is this your main striker?
No, I
Is
don't think so.
Vitor Roque your main striker for Barcelona?
No, it's still gonna be Lewandowski. He's gonna be an understudy to him. Like you expect him to straight up go from the Brazilian league straight up to being a starter when Lewandowski is there. I don't expect that from him. I expect him to like contribute off the bench. But this is his first season, so it's more of a season for him getting used to his surroundings. I mean, he's coming from Brazilian football straight to European football. So that's going to take time for him. So I don't like, here's the thing. I know KC calls him,
No, I don't call him anything.
And,
Hold on. Casey called him what? R9 regen?
Arjen, what? R9, what?
Yeah.
Casey said Vitor Roque is the R9 regen. Is that what you said?
I meant Richarlison.
Okay.
No.
Which David was though? Which David was Casey? You sick bastard.
I don't like.
Hopefully, don't get hit by grenades.
I don't like how you
Wait, hold on, Ziman. Okay, Ziman.
Why are you calling the regional Eto? Like, slow down, HH. Like, you need to stop with these. No. I was being tongue in cheek. So, Ziman, I ask you, what is the ceiling? What is your upside on this Vitor Roque dude? To be honest with you, I don't know, man. I haven't seen that much of him. Like, what am I gonna say? Like, I haven't watched.
Ziman, I saw a compilation and a few skills here and there, threw some people's legs here and there. Very good shot on him, but there is skill there. There is some skillful there, and there are some nice finishes, but nothing there was like, oh, geez, this is something. So
yeah, I'm just hoping he's a prolific goal scorer and he could actually score in big games. That's the only thing I could hope for him. But in terms of he looks like he's more of a he's not necessarily link up play from what I see. He's more of like a final ball type of
yeah. There was no link up. There's no link up there, bro.
So
he's a finisher.
So for me, that's the expectation. But again, he's going to be an understudy. Like nobody's going to be like, yo, you have to deliver as soon as you come in. You have to bang. So that's one of the privileges he has with Lewandowski. But Lewandowski starts dropping stinkers. I mean, he might get some couple of chances.
There we go. Because the thing though, before I go to Casey, Lewandowski is getting older, bro, and I think towards the end of the season we're releasing his age. So it wouldn't be surprising if next season we really see, oh, geez, Lewandowski is really getting old now. And this is where we now really see his age catch up. Casey, talk to me. Vitor Roque.
Yeah, I have watched very little of him, so and I agree with Zima. He's like more of a finisher, but he's a pretty good finisher though. I would give him that.
Okay. So Casey, if Lewandowski starts dropping stinkers and disaster classes, what now? What do you do? So your hope lies on a dude, an 18-year-old dude from Brazil.
Then I think we need to fight for top 4 if because Ansu Fati, even though he was decent today, but I think he's also finished. Ousmane Dembele, I mean, I don't know, like he's like on and off. Rafinha isn't a footballer. Ferran Torres, no comment. Yeah.
Wait, what happened to Barcelona, really? Let's just talk about it. What happened to Barcelona?
Poor recruitment, bro. That's what
Bartomeu.
Bayern.
But have a
Neymar.
Sure, that's a very good point, actually.
Bayern.
8-2.
Actually, no, but seriously, Casey, was it really Bayern that just sort of ended Barcelona as like a team that we take seriously?
It was
It's just
Bartomeu.
I don't get these. I don't get these Bayern fans, man. No, you dominate this one team league, farm it, and really reach the semi-final of the Champions League. Like
okay.
you guys, man, Jesus Christ!
It's
Look,
okay,
no one.
Casey.
Hate the sick one.
Casey.
Hate the sick one.
No.
Players.
Casey.
I lost 8-2.
No. Casey, I'm sorry. Casey, you're not. You're in. You do not. Have you noticed that Zeman has kept very quiet? Zeman, I'm sorry, Casey. Your team got deconstructed. and re-engineered 8-2 in a single game. Not
but
in a single
we are
game.
shit. Like we know that we are shit.
Casey, no, it doesn't matter. Messi was on that pitch. Jones was on that pitch. Busquets was on that pitch, and they got sliced bread. You got sliced bread at
legendary Busquets. And the wild
go with that.
We still managed to take Lewandowski from them, man. That's small stuff, bro.
If somehow we get Kimmich right, if somehow we get Kimmich, this bum Liga, man, you just like finish
it's
it off.
not. Yeah, Casey, bro. Even Rice rejected them, bro. Let them.
You got rejected by Rice.
Because
you know what the issue?
He's British. Because he wants to stay in the Premier League.
You know what I think, HH?
Yes, go for it.
You know what I think? You said what's wrong with what happened, Barcelona. I think Florentino Perez. I think Florentino Perez did some like chess move because
they're saying that him and Bartomeu are related. That's his cousin.
Yeah. What doesn't make sense is, and I think what also happened was the Neymar situation. Neymar really,
if you want, that's a good answer.
Neymar destroyed Barcelona in a way because you got to think about it. Bartomeu had a fixation about replacing Neymar. He tried to replace Neymar with three players: Ousmane Dembele, Coutinho, and Griezmann. I'm telling you, in three different ways.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, so we're into repping Griezmann. We one of the guys that were repping Griezmann.
But
Griezmann is not a Barcelona player. He's a very good player, but he's not a Barca player.
He's not a bad player, but it's like, how screwed can Barca get? Not only did they, every deal was terrible. The Coutinho one was insane. They spent so much money on Coutinho. Yeah. They put him out for a loan, and he had 2 assists and a goal, and the 8-2. But I was watching the I saw a picture of the Bayern celebration. Coutinho was so happy. He was like, I was like, but that's so sick. That is so sick.
No, that was actually wait, okay, Casey and Zeman, how do you allow Coutinho to drop a 2-piece on you? And that was a player you loaned
and then win the CL.
For a club that finished 12th, right? You're talking a lot.
No.
Casey, no, hold up.
You know
Casey,
what the
no, so much relax. Casey, what happened in 2012?
Well, what happened?
And also, no, more specifically, which hobbits did we make cry? Because there is a picture of a hobbit from Argentina who was crying after we did what we did to you guys at the Camp Nou in 2012. Because that pained you. Because because the 2011 team was seen as the greatest club set of all time, and who stopped them? Chelsea. Oh no, it is. And who stopped them? No. Casey, continue. The greatest club set of all time. And who stopped them? Casey, respond to that. The greatest club set of all time. Who stopped them?
One of the greatest keepers of all time in Czech. But now I have a question for you. Will it help you sleep? Will it help you sleep at night when Chelsea is not in the Champions League draw?
Casey, here's the thing.
Not in Europe, sure.
Yeah,
Casey,
not even
Casey. No. My thing, but Casey, here's the thing though. Whether we're in the UCL or not doesn't matter. What are you going to do in the UCL?
Oh my God!
Because my thing is that Casey, do not make it 3 years in a row. No. Don't make it 3 years in a row that Barca not been to the group stage. No. Hold up, Simon and Casey. Don't make it 3 years in a row that you've not made it through the group stage.
How will it make you feel? How will it make you feel when Geordies are like singing a UCL song?
Casey, you know what's embarrassing? Even if we don't make it out of the Champions League group stage, we're still in Europe. What are you? Like, you're not even in Europe, bro. Like, you.
Can I say something about the Coutinho deal?
Let's keep it real, man.
You're looking forward to Bournemouth away.
Can I say something?
Someone to go for it.
You know what the Coutinho deal makes it worse? With the money, Liverpool bought Virgil van Dijk and Alisson, and that dunked on them on the semi-finals.
Look at Coutinho. Look at Coutinho, bro.
And then Roma happened. And then they loaned Coutinho to Bayern. And then he scored 2 times against them. It's the worst deal ever.
No. It's the deal was immense, but I just think that's Casey. I just think you need to relax, bro. And also, Casey, hold on, what makes this whole UCL thing and so forth? Because my thing is that
what do you mean,
no.
What do you mean?
I mean exactly what I said.
No.
Okay, wait. Okay, hold on. Oh, no, hold up.
No, Zeman,
Are you,
let him
no,
finish,
hold
let
up,
him
hold up.
finish.
Zeman, wait,
Let him
are you
finish,
going to win the
let him
UCL? Yes or no?
You were
Zeman, are you going to win? Is Barcelona going to win the UCL? Yes or
You
no?
were writing for a Champions League side from top bully, bro. Don't try to give me. You spent
Yeah,
600.
you,
What do you
bro,
mean, no?
this,
What do you mean?
yeah,
It
how do you
doesn't
do
matter?
that? You spend 700 million euros and finish 12th.
Here's the thing though. If we sign Neymar, now what? That's like, if we sign Neymar, now what?
You will have to sign Rafaela too if you do that.
Jesus, what are you saying about Barcelona getting Vitor Roque and them not making it 3 years in a row of not going through the UCL group stage?
I mean, you can't even you don't even speak Conference League at this time, so. I don't know if
we have won the UCL four times already, so I think we're a bit bored of it already.
He doesn't speak top half
right now. I got to put the caption up for bottom half teams.
But HH, like why is your club so corrupt? I just read a report that said that you guys apparently Saudi Arabia is invested in Chelsea. Chelsea invested in Saudi Arabia. What's going on?
Thoughts on with Roque to Barcelona?
This is corruption at the highest level.
And also you sponsor Paramount Plus. You can't have Paramount
Plus.
Yes,
I mean,
wait, is that why Paramount was trending?
Yes.
Yeah, because Premier League stopped you from getting Paramount Plus.
You guys are sponsored by Paramount Plus.
No, they stopped it. Prem stopped
No,
it.
they can't be sponsored by Paramount Plus, so they get stake.
What is that club from Sporting Lisbon? You're trying to buy Sporting Lisbon too.
No. If you deep it, Jassim, if you deep it.
Wait,
Jassim,
what's going on? Wait, what's going on here? Okay, so okay, I don't know what's happening here and so forth. What is it? What's ban?
No,
It's a streaming service. It's like having Sky on your like.
Wait, hold on. Okay, Premier League refused Chelsea permission to sign shirt sponsorship deal with Paramount Plus. As they say, it would breach rules. Clubs subsequently in talks with the gambling firm Stake, despite looming ban. What's ban?
You know what's crazy? HH.
They sponsor Everton.
I clocked it. The reason why is Paramount Plus usually streams Champions League nights, and you guys aren't on it. So why would they?
You know what's even worse? You're not the money.
No, HH, I can tell you about the ban.
Wait, hold on, Gullet. No, please tell me. No, Gullet. What's the ban? What's the thing about the ban?
Yeah, basically by 2026, there's not going to be any team that's going to be sponsored by any gambling agencies. So anything to do with gambling, either Paddy Power, Stake, and so on.
Ivan Toney tax.
Yes.
You know. I read another report. Apparently, the 2.3 billion that including the sale of Chelsea. Apparently, the 2.3 billion is frozen. It was supposed to go to Ukraine.
All right, so we're actually talking about Vitor Roque. So, Jesus, what are you saying about Vitor Roque? Barcelona are putting their hopes on an 18-year-old.
No, he's a good young player from Brazil. Like he's more established than Endrick. That's going to Real Madrid for 100 million euros.
Yeah, a lot of money.
But
Jesus, the thing though is Lewandowski is on the decline. He's pretty much going to be a full-time geriatric next season. So once he collapses, once he collapses of a cardiac arrest, can Barca pin the hopes on an 18-year-old?
All I know is Lewandowski ran Benzema his own league, so
Ooh,
yeah.
He
won the Pichichi and the La Liga against Benzema. What did Benzema do?
I mean,
he got the bag.
I mean, I know he whipped out his camera here and there. So,
whips is a slight.
Justice for
Havoc. He got carried by Ribery.
No. Okay. Look. Basically, my thing though is so if Lewandowski, what are we expecting for Lewandowski next season? Because in my honest view, this is now the beginning of the decline of Lewandowski.
Yeah.
So my thing is that do not be surprised if how old is Lewandowski now? Because don't be surprised if I'll come with a bag.
He's still getting 20 plus.
Yeah,
are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure.
I'll say this. No. Lewandowski. I mean, he can't replicate. I mean, he could probably get 50 in Bundesliga. So let's not talk about leagues. All right. When it comes to Lewandowski, I genuinely believe that this guy's just going to be good in the league in terms of consistency. But let's be honest. If you're expecting him to bag in a crucial game against Real Madrid or even Atletico Madrid, if you're expecting him to bag in a crucial game in even the UCL group stage, He's not your guy. So I just expect that consistency from him
Zeman, can I
that he's
ask you a
always
question?
been.
Zeman and Casey, you guys say Rafinha sucks. Ferran Torres is a fraud. Fati is finished. All these attackers around him, and you guys don't give Lewandowski any leeway when he's surrounded by terrorists.
No. I said this.
Okay,
Zeman responds.
I did Lewandowski.
Casey, I said Zeman, not you. Zeman.
I said this. In terms of consistency, goal scorer, he's amazing. In terms of winning the league, he's the type of striker for you. But if you expect him to bag in big games, I'm sure you know this more than anything, Puya. This guy doesn't show up. He doesn't show up in big games, bro. Let's keep it real. And let's be honest.
So this goes back to when we saw Rocky points. Champions League are all about big games. I know Lewandowski is not a big game player, and you can't rely on Ferran Torres and Rafinha. So are we expecting Barca to yet again drop down to the Europa League for the third season in a row?
No, that's not the expectation.
If Xavi gets his
whoa, hold up. So the expectation isn't to get through the usual groups. What expectation for Barca?
I said the expectation is to get through the UCL group. You said getting knocked out of the UCL group is the expectation. The expectation is to make it out of the UCL group, but I don't necessarily think you need clinical unless you get a group of death. Then it's going to be a case of Lewandowski, your legacy is on the line again. But I generally believe that in the knockout stage, that's the only part where I really can't depend on any of our attackers. Keeping it real.
No, because I'm just saying that how I view it is I do feel that Vitor Roque needs to play a big role next season because I feel that Lewandowski isn't going to give you 38 great games.
No.
And if you really believe that you can only spread your goals around with Ferran Torres and so forth, Roque needs to say something next season.
No. What are the expectations of an 18-year-old that's barely coming to Europe?
Zeman, I don't give a damn how young it is. Zeman, times have changed. 18, 17, 16, 5.
Whoa.
Whoa. Pause. That's a major pause.
AJ, we care, AJ.
Okay, Zeman, let's go.
We care about age.
Okay, I know. Zeman, just keep talking.
No, but my thing is the expectation. He doesn't have high expectation for him in terms of coming in as an understudy. That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, but Zeman, look at Gavi, look at Ansu Fati. All these players had to come in at a very young age, and they proved themselves.
The difference is Gavi and Ansu Fati. No. Here's my thing. The difference between Gavi and Ansu Fati is the fact that these guys never had the privilege of being an understudy. They had to get to the starting lineup immediately. They didn't have anyone ahead of him that was a senior. They had the likes of Frankie De Jong, bro. Like who else? Who else is a senior?
It took Vinicius 3 years. It took Vinicius 3 years under Benzema to finally pop off. And he came literally at 18. He came at the age of 18.
Yeah.
This is my issue. This is my issue with this signing. My biggest issue I have with this signing is it's the expectation. You sign at 18, the expectation is low. For a club like Barcelona, for you to you had to sign some players, man. You have to compete.
But, okay,
he's a good player.
He's
for
a good
the future.
player. What do you want?
Listen,
it's not.
Listen, you guys are investing in talent and in terms of this potential. At the end of the day, one has Barcelona always been.
Okay, Yasser. Do you want someone to blame? It's the guy. It's the guy wearing glasses. It's the guy wearing glasses. His club has absolutely destroyed the market.
No, this guy.
But Casey, it doesn't look like you guys are gonna get a.
No, this guy.
Is this your marquee signing? Is this your marquee signing?
Yes, My thing is, how are you gonna say Barcelona isn't the type to sign youngsters and then develop them, or bring youngsters to the first team and develop them? I mean, look at the majority of our youngsters in our first team.
Yeah.
I understand that, but are you gonna do that every summer? Are you talking about every summer we're gonna buy young players? We're gonna rely on Pedri,
they bought Lewandowski.
We
bought trash. They bought trash though. They bought trash.
No, and we are looking at Gundogan also.
Yeah,
they bought Rafinha, all them bum guys.
Didn't you buy Antonio? What are you talking about, trash?
Wait. So is Gundogan to Barca? Is that an actual thing that's happening?
Yes, come on.
We don't know that. What?
I thought you.
No, because I'm just saying like Gundogan, Caicedo, and Enzo could. I'm just saying.
No.
Come on, he's not Chelsea.
Yeah, Kenny, I'm just saying.
Look at
Wait, hold on. Let's get to the dubs. Money mates. Fabrizio Romano, Todd B signs Caicedo and his 10 siblings for 150.
For 8 years.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, we take care of the player and their families now. Come on, respect.
Josh, HH, thoughts on Cowley? He's from Cobham. Jose Lu, number 9 shirts. Look, as I said again, not really thrown. I don't know whether is that Cowley?
I think he missed.
Colwell.
Sorry, Levi Cole. Yeah, quality player, quality. Yeah. Cole.
Sell him.
No. And as for Jose Lu, I mean, wait, hold on.
More trophies than Kane.
Jose Lu cannot take the number 9 jersey. That has to be.
Is that the striker you guys signed?
Yes, he can.
No, Jose Lu is Real. It's the Benzema replacement.
No, it's Real
Real
Madrid. Yeah, Benzema.
Oh,
What's
Jose
wrong
Lu.
with Real
What's the name of that Villarreal player?
Wait, hold on. So, Modric, an international flop. Nothing outside Madrid.
That's true.
Yeah, but
Croatia.
it's Croatia. What do you expect?
No. Listen to him. Listen, nothing outside Madrid. Rakitic actually carried this Serie team to a Europa League. What did Modric do at Spurs?
Come on.
Spurs. Really? Spurs.
No, drop the break.
Here's the sick.
Yeah,
Here's the sick.
No, I'm dropping a break. No, where was my break? I'm dropping it. They were winning Europa Leagues before Rakitic, bro.
To be fair,
What did
KC,
anyone do
when
at
he
Spurs?
joined
It's
Tottenham, they
fair,
just won the League
dude.
Cup. To be fair.
What did anyone do?
They just won a
And
trophy
the
before him.
season before they
That's the
brought him.
sick part.
Unpopular opinion, bro.
From have. Oh God. Oh, is that me? Oh yeah. Look. Okay, yeah, guys. So yes,
No,
I
that
was
picture
around.
is
Yeah,
bad.
someone called me. Yes. Bro, look. Here's the thing. How did I know that somebody was that? First of all, that was going to be filmed. It was going to be put on a video. Look, it is what. And yes, look, guys. Yes, it was actually. How do I even say this? I was eating a twister. I can't say I was.
Oh my god.
I was eating a
He's
twister.
on a twister.
That was
Ziman, I wasn't going to say that. Thank you, Ziman. You said I was not going to say that. I was eating a twister ice cream. I was eating a twister ice cream.
Are you wearing the same shirt? Are you wearing the same shirt?
You know what you do, guys? Actually, you know what? Let me not even say, because I'm never going to go there. I'm never going to. No. Basically, all I say is that I think they need to change how a twister looks like. That's what I'm saying, bro. I can't wait to see Lukaku.
You sure? Right now is the right man for you, HH. No.
Whoa, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's yellow.
I got a
Kenny, that's
question.
yellow. No. Come on, Zeman, I'm gonna drop a red. Zeman, I'm dropping your red. Zeman, don't you dare shut your mouth. I can't wait to see. That's a yellow. That's a yellow. Stupid man. I can't wait to see Lukaku's number 10 Zad plus burger. Oh wow. Shout out to you, bud. Daddy Us, Uruguay's population 2 million. Suarez Krupa winner. Fraudrich. Winner Fraudrich.
No, it's not in that. Look at how many people live in Greece and Denmark.
Daddy Us, I miss Sage and Bomian next year is in 2034.
Oh my god,
this guy still on
fucking
it?
clown.
I miss Sage.
No, the dedication is.
Wait, hold on. Jose Lukaku.
So true.
Wait, yeah. Okay, let me whistle this break. Daddy Us, you can't laugh at your own joke and so forth, because you have to wait until see what the joke is out. Because if you laugh at your own joke, then it's very awkward, man. Minecraft the Diamond, Gavi at 18, greater than Bellingham at 18.
Can we stop the Gavi agenda? He's not a good player.
Hold on.
Shut your goddamn ass up.
How did you come to this assessment? Gavi at 18 better than Bellingham at 18? Are you dumb?
I'm gonna be fair. I have stocks in Gavi, but I think I might have sold one or two. So
wait, hold on. Let me hear. So Adams, considering how much HH works for Mbappe, I just hope that one day he gets his speed CR7 moments. Because damn, you've got better knees than Meg. Oh jeez. Okay, wow.
Damn. Whoa.
Yes.
Oh, that's what that tackle was for.
Yes. Yes, yeah. Okay, where's the mute, man? Let me unmute this. Laugh my ass off. You've been on him since he was barely an adult.
Oh,
Adams.
pause, yo.
Oh, Paul.
Adams. Adams, bro.
You care about it.
Adams, bro. Look, no, honestly, no, guys. If, bro, R9, I'm screaming like a little girl. If I see Aaron in the flesh, I'm screaming.
Pause.
Wait, how is that pause?
Wait,
I'm talking about the pitch of my voice. The pitch of my voice.
Why are you screaming?
Which R9?
Yeah, but why are you
Because it's
screaming
R9.
for?
Why are you
He
screaming?
does actually test Twitch, so you can actually.
No. Trust me, I'll get there. Ghost. Vitor Roque played 61 matches, scored 18 goals, and assisted 8.
Yeah, that's okay.
Are you sure?
Okay,
Are you sure? Are you happy with that?
You guys are saying this is
That's okay.
Miguel Rabines, man. This is a modern football. Buy players before they break out. How old were Rodrigo, Vinicius, and Fede Valverde when Madrid bought them? And how long did it take them to become who they are today? This is true. You've got to pounce and get them early. Because look, here's my thing. First of all, he's Brazilian. So Vitor Roque can come, develop, and actually be this amazing quality player. And I think once you get first dibs on him and so forth, boom, it's a great thing. But remember, you're taking a risk. It is a risk. Because as we saw with Freddie Adu, we were all told that Freddie Adu was the next Pele.
Come on, bro. It's not the same as Freddie Adu.
No, Zeman, we were told and promised that he was the next Pele.
Nah, it's probably more like a Lucas Moura or something like that.
That was
Freddie
Adu.
Wait, Hokage.
I think Vinny's scenario was the most extreme out of any youngster. He was brought in as literally the Ronaldo replacement. They put him on that left side at 18 years old. He took racism for 3 years until he finally had his breakout season. Like
no, Hokage. Do you want to be real? Do you want to be real? Vinny was supposed to be the understudy for Hazard.
No, that's the whole point.
That was the whole point. No. Hazard was supposed to be the main guy on the left, and Vinny was the wrong guy. But after what happened, Vinny got shoved into the Lands Den and fast tracked because of Hazard. And what happened with Hazard?
My thing is,
What happened with Hazard?
how can you guys? How can people say you spent money on Vitor Roque when other people are spending like hundreds to 70 mil on youngsters?
Mudryk,
This is even.
you spent 100 million on Mudryk.
Listen, guys.
Wait. So Zeman,
Mudryk's 22.
so Zeman, you're saying the hocus pocus is gonna outperform Endrick? Is that what you're saying?
Pretty much.
No.
We don't know that.
What I'm saying is investing in youngsters all of a sudden is a bad thing according to
Okay, Barcelona Football Club.
Even though his team invested in Antonau, a guy who's 23 from Netherlands. When he was
wait, Josh. HH Jackson and Vlahovic, Chelsea strikers next season. Joselu will be given the number 9. It's confirmed. Jesus. HH Perez needs to be conducted now to Class B. I will see it when I believe it. I'll believe it when I see it. If Joselu
he's getting the number 9.
is wearing the number jersey, I will believe it when I see it. And guys, I'm sorry, guys. Vlahovic, what is it about other guys? Guys, are you keeping an eye on Chelsea?
HH, can I say
Are you keeping an
Jose Luma surprise you next year.
Before I leave, guys, can I say this real quick?
Very quick.
I had to go play some football. Today is Sunday, so let me just say this: Zeman and Casey, you guys are trying. Barcelona are getting turned into the next Borussia Dortmund, the orphanage 2.0, signing all these young players, bro. What I don't get what you guys are doing, and HH, your club is so fraudulent. It's so fraudulent. Like you guys should the most corrupt football club I've ever seen in my life. Bro.
Don't man, just build your own connection, man.
Listen,
they know people, man.
All right. Okay, let's move, man. Let's move. So, Man United and Qatar. J2 West.
Look at this guy disappearing. We talking about Man United Qatar.
So look, J2 West. Here's the thing, though. Is this thing happening, or is it not happening? Because for years of here, it's there. J2 West. Let me not wake up and read the news that Glazers have decided to stay like Leonardo DiCaprio in Wolf of Wall Street. Let me not hear that's happening one day, bro. So, J. Swiss, what is really happening with this United and Qatar thing? That's the first thing. I'll ask the next question. Is this really happening? That's my first question.
Well, according to all the finance reports like Bloomberg, Sportico, RMC Sport, Reuters keep tweeting out every now and again that there's exclusivity talks just with Qatar because what the Glazers want, they want the bidding war. So they're both putting their third bids around April. Jim Ratcliffe valued his higher at about just over 6 billion, and Qatar are like near the 4 to 5 mark. So they're waiting for Qatar to keep pushing up, and then they finally got what they want because it's hard cash. The Ratcliffe thing is in bonds and loans, so it's very iffy about it. I expect an announcement to be done by at least next week because there's just too much noise around it. If there's so much smoke, there's got to be a fire there. That's what the expression is.
So here's my thing. So let's just say, for argument's sake, that this thing does happen and it gets closed. Does this change anything in the EPL next season? So United now have Qatari owners, not Barca, but the Qataris. Does it change anything?
No, because we have to go through the approval process as well. So we can still have the Glazers by the end of August. So when the Premier League season starts, and our transfer window is looking very iffy because we don't have money to spend. Like we're losing out on players like Kim Min-jae because we can't put up the money. We're looking at Mount. We're if and butting over like 10 million here and there. We're looking at Højlund. Then we can't sign Kane. Nothing's going to be done in the short term.
But we know that was the crazy thing, though. So because I was in the assumption that okay, Kane, that's a done deal. So Kane, that's not happening.
Not at the moment because we don't have the money to do it. Because we know what Daniel Levy's like. He's going to be valuing him at least 100 million. We know what he's like. If we put in 60, which we don't even have 60 at the moment, he's not going to let them go to a rival, especially in the Premier League.
No, but Jesus, let's say the Qataris come, they give you the money and so forth. Can you still stop this man on a screen? The guy who apparently destroyed football as a Catalonian. Can you stop with the Qatari money fully backed? Have anything you want? Are you still able to stop Pep, who is backed with his oil refineries and Man City? That's the question.
More than you believe.
Yeah, we have a better chance because another thing is we need the structure in place because Man City, they've got all the money and everything, but they've got a brilliant structure. They're probably the most well-run club in the world, like from Pep Guardiola to their sporting director, etc., etc. Look at their youth teams. I think they've won 3 in a row in the youth Premier League as well. So it's just consistency from the top to the bottom. It just breeds success. So that's what we need because Qatar come in. We need a new sporting director because we've got the likes of John Mert and Darren Fletcher. Apparently, we signed Darren Fletcher's kids from Manchester's academy. This is what this is what I mean with this club. We're not serious at all. Whereas with Middle Eastern owners, it's very competitive between Arabs as well because they're seeing what the Emiratis are doing. The Saudis are up in Newcastle. Qatar are going to want to be in that question. Chelsea they'll splash cash but won't do anything.
So the City people, they are from where? The City owners?
The Emirates.
Emirates.
UAE.
Yeah, and you got the Saudi Arabia, Newcastle, and then you got Qatar at Man United. So.
Wow!
And the funny thing is,
it's an oil off, man. It's an oil off, man. Pause.
HH, the UAE and Qatar, they despise each other. So.
Yeah. Oil off.
I said pause. I said pause. Okay. So look good at like I mean, if this first of all, my thing is that where are Chelsea involved in this? Because I think this is unfair.
You are involved.
How come? No. How come everybody have Saudis from the Emirates from the Casey?
PF
no, Casey,
5 to 10% shares in
I don't want any technicalities. I want the full thing. I want the full course meal, not just the side and so forth. I want the full course meal. Okay.
You want the full what?
I want ice cream. I want caviar.
Of course
and I want bread. Good. Does this change the axis of power? Qatari coming in and now owning Man United. Because my thing is that okay, the argument for us is that look at in such a short space of time the strides Newcastle have made, where literally they're like 1 or 2 years ahead of schedule. Newcastle were not supposed to be in the youth till next season.
But they have spent less than you.
600
So
million.
so that's my thing though, is that is because people's arguments are, hey, look at how much money United have spent. United have spent money. That's some people's arguments. But another people's argument is, okay, it's not about how much you spent, it's how you're spending it and who is behind it. Because what you have with these guys from the Qataris, the Saudis, is they actually like football. They enjoy football. They're genuine football fans. American owners, they don't like football. They may be sports fans, but they don't like football. So what changes with Qataris owning United? Guled?
To be honest with you, especially the Arabs, as you said, they don't only like football, they're football maniacs. I mean, when I lived there in Dubai, it was like, you see the rivalry we have here with Chelsea and Arsenal, Chelsea and Tottenham and so on. They had it over there as well. So these guys, they understand and breathe football. And with the Qatari ownership, I was actually following. I don't follow the English sources in terms of this kind of news. I was following Al Watan newspaper, which is exclusive and it actually belongs to the royal family where just Sheikh Jassim comes from. So they wouldn't write any rubbish or any speculations. Otherwise, they will disappear. No pun intended. So what they said.
Wow! Like Ali just caught that. Sorry, continue.
What they said was the delay regarding the announcement is for two reasons. The first reason was they had to register Sheikh Jassim's company as a private limited company, and that was already done. If you go on Al Watan newspaper, if you go on their website, you will actually see the papers of Sheikh Jassim's company being a private limited company for Manchester United. So I don't think a sheikh will take that step unless everything has been guaranteed for him. That's the first thing I would say about that. The second thing is they're looking for exclusivity, which means they don't want anything to do with anybody else meddling in Man United completely, which means, as J2S was saying, Darren Fletcher and his kids, the sporting directors, I think everybody's going to pack their bags, literally, because they want to contribute, to have their say and bring their own team. They don't need any.
But do you think there's any scenario? So do you think there's any scenario where the Glazers say, "Nah, we're staying," or do you think it's a done deal? Because I say, do we just in terms of content and like an emergency hangout? Could we? Is there a potential for the emergency hangouts of the Glazers say, "Now we're staying," and this all falls through?
Yeah, of course, yes.
No, I was thinking the same thing because I always thought that there's a chance that the Glazers are going to say no. But the thing that actually made me believe that they actually said yes is the fact that Sheikh Jassim himself wouldn't try and register his company as a private limited company in the UK and in Manchester and actually take the papers and take it to his local newspaper and let them print it. For him to take that step and then they say no, I think Qatar will not only pull out from Manchester, they'll pull out from HSBC, Barclays, and everything else in the UK, because that's going to be disrespect. So I think they're treading in hot waters. Me personally,
that's what quickly on what Guled said there about. Just pack up the bags. What Qatar have said is they have like 100 days grace period, so they give an opportunity to see what they're going to do. If they're not up to the standard, then they'll move on. That's what Chelsea were going to do because you had. Bruce Book, I forgot what the sporting director was, like Grinners, Garzari, whatever her name was.
Yeah, Marina.
And you brought in new directors like Vivell, all that kind of stuff. And also with the Glazers staying, if the Glazers wanted to stay, then they would surely have chosen the investment opportunities they had because there's Elliott Management and there's the Carlo Group. But there's not enough money because these investment companies will want to have a voting right. The problem with Man United is the Class B shares are with the Glazers. And that's a problem because they have all the voting rights. If the Glazers are going to sell a partial stake of the club, they don't have any voting rights because they're in control of the decisions made from the club because it'll be 100% through their decision only. That's it. So if they wanted to stay, they surely would have chosen investment opportunities. And if they wanted Ratcliffe's offer's been on the table for nearly 2-3 months now. If they really wanted it, the whole reason I want it is because they want Qatar to bid. Jim Ratcliffe has valued it higher. And he's purchasing 69% of the club. Sheikh Jassim is purchasing 100%, so his valuation is going to be a little bit lower. The whole point is, if they wanted to sell to Jim Ratcliffe, his offer's been there for 2 months. Why haven't he accepted it? Why do you keep pushing Qatar to up the bid? Because they've had 5 bids now. So
it's no, but that's the thing. No, because my thing is how far could the Glazers push the Qataris to the points of where they're like, okay, this is too much? Is there a limit? Because they could say, oh, more higher, more higher. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Yeah, the limit is now because they keep hearing from media is exclusivity with Qatar. Qatar pushing exclusivity because they don't want Jim Ratcliffe to say, "Oh, I have another bid for you. I found some more money from somewhere." They just want to speak with the Glazers, keep it within them and the Rain Group, and get a deal done quickly as possible. They don't want any more external parties inside the bidding and stuff.
Okay.
Ardius, I'm not sure whether you're still in Vietnam.
No, I'm back. I'm back.
Hey, you're back. Welcome back.
I'm back. It was great. I actually wasn't going to tune in, but I heard you guys speaking about United. Well, actually, no. What I heard was that Newcastle Chelsea's new daddy. That's what I heard, and then I decided, you know what?
So this guy returns from a holiday and he's still the same snacky freaking dude, bro.
No.
I actually thought the holiday would actually change. Make me a bit more humble, a bit more calm.
It was Casey. The Casey said that apparently, Newcastle own Chelsea Football Club right now.
So basically, Ardius, what would you do if the Glazers say now we're staying? Because I think that's what the streets want. What the streets want are for the Glazers to say now. Sorry, we're staying.
So for those who've tuned into my channel, actually, I've got a good guy called Tom the journalist. Who's actually been really good when it comes. He's been really, really good when it comes to actual proper info regarding transfer. No kind of BS, but just kind of concise and explain to the point. So he's actually very good. So the general kind of summary, I would guess, from what we said, and what we discussed, is that essentially, probably just. So Jim Ratcliffe at one point was the preferred bidder for Manchester United. So, given the fact that, as I think Jay Twist said, he valued the club at around 50% of it, was it free bidding or something along those lines, and probably was going to be announced sometime after the FA Cup final. And this was after, obviously, the Qataris had submitted their third bid. Now, sometime after the FA Cup final, Sheikh Jassim obviously submitted the fourth bid, and then obviously subsequently this sort of fifth kind of premium offer sort of bid sort of came in. You then have to then take into account that, according to The Athletic, the Glazers actually were in contact with Al Khalifa, the PSG owner, to actually act as an intermediary between them and Sheikh Jassim. So you're thinking, well, hang on a minute, why are the Glazers initiating contact with Sheikh Jassim, or his contingent anyway, not him personally, but his representatives, via the PSG owner? So obviously, since Sheikh Jassim has now submitted this sort of fifth premium bid, take or leave it, we're not going to be entering into any more kind of negotiating. The offer's on the table, whatever. It's put the Glazers in a difficult situation, because it's like, well, we don't want to piss either two bids. This new bid seems to be relatively close to the valuation that Glazers have the club anyway. You got to understand that from the beginning, the Glazers have always wanted a bidding war for Manchester United. They've always wanted a bidding war. They didn't want just one person to come in and say, "Hey, here's the money." No, they want as much money as possible. So they want to create a bidding war. If anything, they're disappointed that there aren't 3-4 more people that wanted to go for full sale.
There is still a chance that Glazers will still be in charge of United. There is the opportunity still exists. That's what I want.
I suspect they'll be in charge with the way things are going, how slow things are. I suspect they'll still be in charge at the beginning of the season. But regarding the sales, no, they're going to want to. I think we're past the point where they're not wanting to sell the club, because the Rain Group would advise them, you are not going to get a better valuation, because again, there's no guarantee that 5 or 10 years from now the United is still going to retain the same value that they have. So you're not going to get a better valuation for Manchester United Football Club right now than the bids that you have in front of you. Right now, I think that possibly, and Tom kind of loses, possibly contributing to delay, is that they are giving Sir Jim Ratcliffe the opportunity to say, listen, we've got this bid from the Qataris. It basically puts yours in the water. You have the opportunity to at least try and adjust to what you have. But the problem is with Sir Jim's camp is that a lot of the means in which he's got his money is through banks, banks, loans, etc. And he's not able to actually get more of that, even though he wants to up his bid against the Qataris. So if that makes any sense. Yeah, go on.
And I mean, just to touch Zeman. If the Qataris take over United, are United back? Do you think they now become a force?
No, I think it's going to be a case of them having an owner that actually knows what he's doing for once, and it's going to be a
Oh
case
wow,
of
yeah. So that's
no,
nice shot. I mean, Ziman, you don't need
no,
to take any slide digs.
that wasn't even a shot towards you. I don't know why you took it so personal. But my thing is when everything's said and done, I do think that they're going to take over. I mean, the guy only has one photo of him. Is he? What's going on with this guy? I've never seen any other photo of him.
Ziman, that is a very good point, because something tells me that this will all be a hoax. I'm still like, I've seen. No. Don't give me any of that crap.
Actually,
there has to be more than one photo. This is the same photo. I have seen this photo remixed a billion times.
You know what someone said? You know what someone said? Someone said that this guy's the same person that does the Nigerian print scanners.
Don't speak about Nigeria, man. Not after today, but the Zeman knows what is. Let's not talk about the map.
But my thing is, when it comes to my only question is he actually gonna get the club before the transfer window ends? I don't think that's gonna be
probably not.
Yeah,
probably not.
I feel like
zero chance.
I feel like
No.
this is gonna stretch up to the point where he's not able to do that much. And once he comes in, there's so much clearance that he has to make in terms of the backroom staff. Who does he want? Who is he hiring in order to do the recruitment? Is Ten Hag? He's gonna have to get them. Yeah, he's gonna have.
Oh
to
yeah,
get with Ten Hag.
Z-Man. Every United fan and any United fan watching that we should. I've already said on channels. I've said people should write off next season if you're a United fan. But the thing is, United fans won't care because it's like the Glazers are gone. Like we've got Qatar who's got money. So if we just tank next season, it doesn't matter because in the long run, the future in theory will be good because you've got new ownership and you hopefully have a new project going forward. But anyone thinking that United are going to be doing well next season, have a strategy,
so next season is a bust, pretty much.
The next season, as far as I'm concerned, is a write-off. Because
you know what? I don't get the Jim Ratcliffe's Jim, my boy Jim on the other side. He's making all this
cliffhanger.
Cliff. The problem with Cliff is that he's doing all of these investments.
That sounds like a dog.
Stank. Yeah, I mean, okay, let's not go there. But anyway, Cliff. When it comes to Cliff, he's doing all this maneuver from the bank in order to try to fight against.
It's very dodgy, but it's very dodgy, bro.
How is it dodgy?
No, because like I'll clip it. Like if let's say I'm the Glazers, one guy is giving me cash in like black bin bags that I can fully see. Another guy is like pulling from banks, investment. Like, look, bro, just relax, chill. It's like
that's normal.
Just give me this black bin bag here.
That's normal.
There's no hard cash. He's just saying, I will pay you eventually.
Oh, wow.
Will you take it? I will pay you. I'll pay you in 10 years. Don't worry, I'll
normal.
pay you in 10 years.
No,
I ain't doing that, bro. So, sorry, Casey, what are you saying, Casey?
Yeah, but that's normal. Like it's super normal in Wall Street to do that.
Yeah, it is.
There's nothing scandalous about it.
Casey, and I'm not in Wall Street. Casey, give me cash now rather than stocks and things like that and so forth. Casey, are we in Wall Street? Okay. Do you see Charlie Sheen here? Do we see Charlie Sheen here? Is my name Charlie Sheen? No.
It's 2023. We're not in. Back in the days, maybe it was cash, but nowadays it's different way.
Oh my. Okay,
Charlie Sheen.
Here's the thing. Like
Casey,
on the Qatar newspaper, right? It was not their scoop that they were saying, "Oh, the Sheikh is going to win the deal." No. What they were doing is they were like, it's something like that. Sky does. Sky sometimes looks at like Mundo Deportivo or other papers like that, and they just like report that press is saying this thing is going to happen. That's what that newspaper was doing. It was nothing. It was not their source. So that's a whole myth.
So let me come to Ahmed Mohammed. So your take on United and these Qatari owners. Do you think this is great news for United moving forward?
Firstly, I just want to say thank you for inviting me to the show.
I didn't actually invite you, so open a hangar. Anyone can come to the board. But you're here, though. But welcome, though. Welcome. So.
Thank you. I just wanted to say I am a United fan, and you know what? It will be actually.
Yes.
The only thing I'm gonna say is bring me the oil money. Yeah, we've been oppressed for many years.
Oh, please. Oh, please give me a
Let
break.
him
Hold
land.
on.
Let him land.
So, no, hold on.
Let him land. Take change.
So you're
Let him
saying you
land.
were oppressed by the Glazers? Oppressed.
So oppressing by spending 1 billion in the last like 10
Kenny,
years.
thank you.
That's a
Kenny,
hell of a
thank you.
oppression.
Continue.
Listen, the 1 billion. Okay, let me. Can I say something? Can I say something first? Can I say something first?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is we've been oppressed. Okay, the Glazers, when they took over, imagine the structure that the Glazers took over. We were successful. We had all the money in the world. We could abide everyone we wanted. When the Glazers came in, the first money that they invested was to buy the club through debt, leverage buy. So they put the debt on United. Since then, it's like the debt never went off. And every year they take dividends. They take all of that. Yes, I know. We spent over £1 billion on transfers. I know we spent a lot. But at the end of the day, it's not the Glazers' money. They did not put no money into that club. One bit. If they did care about that club, yeah, they wouldn't invested. The only thing that we were this big fat cow that they can actually milk every single year. But unfortunately, what's actually making the Glazers go is not because of the fans. It's not because of this. It's because the infrastructure and the stadium that is decaying, and they haven't got the money to put in.
And they also can't take out dividends because there's no money left there anymore. They've sucked the cow.
100%, 100%. And I can't wait. And I'll be honest with you, I can't wait to get the oil money. And honestly,
wait, hold on. Let me get this. So, shout out to Josh. Havertz going for 80 million to Arsenal after international break.
That better not be true, man. That better not be true. Wait, no, actually, no. Hold up. HH. Is half of that money going to go to Ukraine?
I mean,
the way that Chelsea are moving is
Josh. Now, Ukraine is a very social, but every single cent is going to Chelsea Football Club to be invested into players.
Are you sure?
Yes, it is.
They're also going to pay in installments.
They're running out of air missiles. RDS. They need a couple of more. You know what I'm saying, bro? 6.6 air missiles.
No. Okay, but here's the thing right now. Chelsea Football Club are not going to be responsible for funding Ukraine's with missiles and so on.
You did that. What do you think Mudrik deal was?
Casey, here's the thing. Chelsea Football Chelsea. Okay, Chelsea. No, guys. Okay, jokes apart. When Chelsea do their budget, we're not going to budget for players and for Ukraine military equipment and so forth. That's not part of our budgeting and so forth.
But where do you think Mudrik's money went in?
Wait, you got a charity match in Ukraine? Playing Shakhtar Donetsk this summer.
That's true, actually. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
There are things I want to say, but I can't. I won't say it on YouTube. I won't say it on YouTube. There are things I want to say, but I won't say it on YouTube. You know, I won't say it. I see. HH Clear Lake and Todd B worth about $79 billion. Then let's spend. And hopefully that can be a billion that we can actually spend on Chelsea Football Club. Hopefully, Blake, what are you saying about Chelsea? Are you afraid of Chelsea saying what's up in the coming year? No, sorry. United getting the Qataris. Does that worry you as a Liverpool fan?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Because I was enjoying Man United being garbage. It's been you don't understand, man. Since Ferguson's left, it's been heaven. It's been heaven, man.
It's been amazing.
It has been amazing, man. 7-0, the Moyes era, the Van. It's been amazing, man. But you know what? Good things come to an end. And plus, with the way Man City are moving, I'm gonna need someone to kind of stop them, like to not make the Premier League a farmers' league, because I don't want Pep to keep making this league into the new Bundesliga, because that's pretty much what we're gonna have to have those conversations if they keep winning league titles like this. So the Premier League being more competitive with Man United coming back it's good for the league. As a Liverpool fan, it's sad times. It's sad times because we should be selling our club. Our club
Actually, no. I mean, almost every other day, I see FSG out, FSG lies, FSG's pieces of crap and other stuff. Every other
The rumor,
day.
the
rumor.
Actually, I did see Glazers born in the hell trending like earlier today, so I don't know what that was about. So everything. I think maybe James was starting that trend. And
Liverpool now wanted to sell the club.
I would say worse.
No, but hey, you know
Okay,
what?
all right.
Liverpool fans are raising questions of will we have even signed McAllister if he was actually worth 60, or did we sign him because we saw that he was worth 35?
That's that Bellingham money, man.
Yes, it's true. How you guys got McAllister for 35? That's insane.
To Liverpool fans, they could have had Qatar, but FSG didn't want to give. They only want to sell a minority stake. Didn't want.
I thought the rumors that if the Glazers sell United, they might put some investment into Liverpool Football Club.
Okay, let's not talk about the real club right now. Ken, is your mic working?
I have just one question.
Go for it. Okay, what was the question, Casey?
If Qatar buys United, Pep's treble, Messi winning the World Cup, like how will you describe 20 to 23 as a year for you?
Kenny, is your mic working?
So no, Casey can say, and Chelsea finishing 12, and Chelsea finishing 12. How do you? Yeah, that's
Kenny. So Kenny and Gulad, your mics are working. So, so let me first come to Kenny. So Kenny, Kais, Kenny, Zodo. We are by this time next week we could have a midfielder of Zodo.
Is this Lord of the Rings?
So Kenny, how excited are you for Kais to be wearing a Chelsea jersey, seeing his age and how extremely talented he is, man? Can you go for it? What's your excitement?
Luckily, I'm used to being here because you've called him like 10 different names, but you haven't said his full name once. So some people in the streets might not know what you're talking about. He's talking about Caicedo.
They know who Kais is. They know who Kais is. Kais.
Well, yeah, hopefully he has. I think he would work well with.
Just watch the deal collapse now.
God forbid. RDS, God forbid. Touch wood. That won't happen.
After this.
Back to sender.
After this Ugarte madness, who was talking about buying stakes in club craziness there, I don't know. this guy, they're doing some weird deals. But anyway,
but Kenny, come on. A Caicedo Enzo midfield is crazy.
No, it would
That's
be very
crazy.
nice. I think it would help Enzo as well because he would have to do less of the legwork. Because lately,
and just how they walk off each other in that midfield. But Kenny, doesn't this show you the pull of Chelsea? Even if we allegedly don't have any UCL football, even if, I don't know, I'm just saying, that Chelsea can still attract one of the most highly sought after players in the league and in Europe.
No, but I don't know, but yeah, but the thing is that I think he wants to stay. At the end of the day, even without Europe, club team players know that Chelsea, we're not gonna stay as bad as we are. And if
no way.
If you can sell the projects to a player, at the end of the day,
and it's basically it's Chelsea. It's one of the biggest clubs in the world, so people are running to come and play for Chelsea. So
no, but running, boy. No,
don't worry, you're laughing at
there's clearly a project there. So I think if you select good enough, you can still get decent players. All this lack of Champions League is just an excuse for some club, Arsenal, to not spend some.
People always say that's all this UCL thing. Like I look at Barca, they're going into the UCL to be knocked out in the group stage. You're looking at Arsenal, they're going into the UCL to be knocked out in the group stage. So basically, teams like United, Arsenal, they don't have the kind of heritage that we have in that competition. So they're not. So basically, they're hardly going to do anything they're hardly going to do anything in that competition, bro. So my thing is that when Chelsea won that UCL in 2021, then Barca gets bounced out in the group stage. What did United do? Arsenal were not even a freaking thought. So my thing is that all these guys say we have UCL football. You're going to UCL to do what exactly? You just go there to participate. Chelsea going to UCL to win. Teams like Barcelona, United, and Arsenal, you go there just to participate.
Did you win it this year, or did you end up?
Z-Man wore a participation trophy. Z-Man wore a participation trophy.
Where did you play against Atletico?
Gulad, Caicedo to Chelsea. What are you saying?
And quickly on Caicedo, just the price. I'm seeing Brighton better not start finessing.
Okay, so
Take the
no,
80,
Kenny, that's a great point. So
90
Kenny, I read something that's almost made me throw up. Because Kenny, I saw it was 100. So maybe they mean 100 pesos and so forth.
120 million pounds.
120.
Yeah, the owner said that he should go for like a similar price
ripped
as Declan Rice. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not paying more than
Yeah.
this guy is not like 80 should be max. If 80, maybe 85 with bonuses.
Kenny,
Like, all these 100 million is crazy.
You like Brighton, cut the crap.
You know,
Brighton, cut
Why?
No, Brighton, cut the crap. 80, take it.
They're top 10 team, man. Come on.
Casey, I don't care. 80, that's max. 80 max. No, Casey, how are you selling Caicedo for 100? That's
okay, I will tell you.
No, hold up. That's illegal. The FA should make that illegal because you know what?
Yeah,
what?
but
120.
No,
really? I will tell you why.
120 makes sense. You want to sell Kai Havertz for 80?
Blake, no. Hold up right there. The price should not be dictated by what we're doing with Havertz and Mount. No.
How much
this should be in a vacuum.
That's how the market works.
No, I don't care.
I
don't care how the market works. I don't give a damn.
No,
no,
Casey,
that's how it works. We deal in a vacuum. Forget about what we do.
Don't.
Forget that. 80 million. Take it or leave it. That should be the maximum.
Okay, they will leave it.
No, but HH.
No. Okay, sorry. Take it or take it. 80 million. Take it or take it.
Okay, Casey. Let me say this here. HH doesn't understand that Chelsea have just been giving away money just like the past year. So they're going, Chelsea giving away money. You pay 88 million for what's his name?
Well, no, Blake. I don't know. Here's the thing. It's called FFP because here's the thing for Brighton. Either you take 80 million from us or no one else is going to give you 80.
No, but then they will say we can sell him next year.
United,
I think he's on a 3 years contract.
No, they won't. No. And also Caicedo has said that I want to go to Chelsea. Why would you keep an unhappy player?
Last season he said he wants to go to Arsenal.
No, that was a lie. Caicedo from the start. Caicedo's dream club has always been Chelsea from the start.
Caicedo literally does not care where he goes as long as his siblings are fed. Like that's all he cares about. For me, it's like Chelsea, cough up the money. That's what he's thinking. He's like, I want to feed my siblings. That's it.
Yeah. It's a financial thing.
Wait. So hold on. Okay, let me come to because I was good at. So good at talk on the whole Caicedo thing. Good at.
HH, it's a bit sticky because, as you guys are saying, the price keeps on fluctuating, and I've noticed a very weird trend with Todd B recently. I think that Chelsea are, I don't know if they're setting up agreements with certain agents, but it seems to be so because the agent of Moises Caicedo is the same agent of Nicholas Jackson, right? So this is the irony that I have with this issue, right? And it's not the first time, HH. It's not the first time because I can add another info for you as well. The agent of Kalidou Koulibaly is the same agent of Edouard Mendy. That's why both of them are linked to Saudi now.
Oh my God!
You understand? This is why Koulibaly is going to go to Al Hilal, and this is why Mendy is going to go to Al Ahly. These are they're both going to Saudi. So I think Chelsea is setting up connections with agents, aka Jorge Mendes and these two new ones now. So the way I see it, HH, is the personal terms have been pushed by the agent. I don't think it's actually the player because the player really don't care where he goes.
Yeah, the player said that he actually wants to go to United. I've got video evidence of that. So, but we can,
Yes, that was
just let you know.
childhood club.
Sorry, go on.
No, that was his childhood club. I'm aware.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, let me land, guys. Let me land.
Go on.
Yeah. So the irony with this situation is HH. Chelsea are linked with Nicholas Jackson, and he already agreed personal terms. Now Caicedo has agreed personal terms as well. But every club is actually watching our movement in terms of the players going out. Why? This is why Torboli actually went to Saudi. And this is why everybody's saying, yeah, they're linked to Saudi now because of the agents that are connected to Chelsea. So all the players that are going to be sold to Saudi, all these other clubs are going to be watching our pocket, unfortunately. Hence why the price keeps on fluctuating. and nobody else is now going to bid for Caicedo because anything above 80 million, as RDS said, Man United cannot afford. Arsenal knew this was going to happen. This is why they changed their path and they went elsewhere looking for Vega and so on. Yeah, from Villarreal. They were the same guy that we were linked to. So I think as a signing, it would be great, HH, but I think they're going to take the piss when it comes to the price. It might be a last minute thing. This is the worry I have, unless we add Colwell. So
yeah.
I heard Brozier could be added to the deal, but Chelsea need to realize that Caicedo is the same guy that went on Instagram saying, "I need to feed my family of 9, my brothers and sisters. I'm one of 8 people." Like, he don't care.
That's true.
He just wants money.
That's true.
Yeah, for him it's a simple financial
Bro,
thing. Yeah.
bro, he'll support any team with the bag, man. It doesn't matter to him, bro. He'll support it. He'll claim it. Let's keep it real, bro. It doesn't matter.
Okay, so sorry, Essen, what are you saying about this whole Caicedo thing?
About the Caicedo transfer as a player, he's gonna do well for you, I assume, and he will fill in that.
SM 120 is crazy because SM.
Listen, but this is
because if we have a situation where we spent 120, we now spent what 240 with 2 midfielders with Enzo and thinking that's crazy, bro.
The problem is though, everyone is looking at Chelsea and seeing, oh my god, wow, these guys are spending 100 million on Mudryk. Like, we can actually get money off of these lot. So basically what you're going through now is what United have been going through for like the past decade, where everyone's like, oh, United are going to come for this player. Okay, up the price by 40 million.
Yeah, I mean, they spent, when they spent 80 million on Fofana, who's apparently being adopted by Rashford and Bruno together.
And Martinelli.
Yeah, Martinelli.
What you guys forget as well? No, continue.
So sorry, SM
as well. Yeah, but the thing is though that basically you guys are screwed now, because now you've put yourself in a position where, oh, okay, Mudryk is worth 100 million and he's crap. Why would Brighton sell Caicedo for less than 120? Like, why would they do that? You guys don't have any leverage in that position.
It's not only that. Brighton's main point is that they rate Caicedo higher than Rice, and Rice has just 1 year left on his contract.
But
hold on. And if Rice goes for like 100 mil, they're gonna say pay us more than that.
Yeah,
wait, but SM, if we say please.
No.
Because here's the thing. Sometimes in life you have to humble yourself. So SM, if we just say please,
they will add you to that email block list.
Please, sir.
Or the spam folder.
You're gonna get blocked.
You're gonna have to get on your knees and say,
HH 120 plus add-ons. That's what we have to keep. That's what we have to do now.
Yeah.
No. But okay, so SM, I'm saying if we say please, can we look at?
No, HH. Let's be completely honest, right?
You're gonna get no.
The real
every language.
Go ahead.
HH, let's be completely honest. This situation that we're in at the moment is not only solely down to Chelsea. It's down to Caicedo as well, because this idiot decided to extend his contract. This is why FSG got McAllister in cheap. Why? Because he decided not to extend his contract. So he had the say in his transfer.
No.
But Caicedo extended his contract. Yeah.
Good. McAllister also extended his contract, but he added a release clause on that. Caicedo did.
Yes.
That's a difference.
Oh yeah,
yes.
He did that. He did that before the World Cup as well.
But that was before the World Cup. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was before the World Cup, right? But with what Caicedo did was he actually didn't think this through. But he actually listened to De Zerbi. And De Zerbi told him, just play for us until the summer. And if the right price comes, you can go. Right price could be anything.
No, but
it could be anything.
But what you're forgetting is Caicedo listened to the fact that he's getting a pay rise. All this guy cares about is money. He don't care what team he plays for. He just go.
And have a Brighton are mad because they got ripped off on McAllister. Now they're
trying to make their money.
It's not only that. It's not only that. HH, please isn't gonna feed his family, bro. I gotta keep it.
He's one of 9.
Do you think Bowley will pay the 120 though? Do you think Bowley will actually put 120?
Please let him pay that. Please let him pay that.
Is Bowley gonna put 120 and Caicedo? Yes or no?
Wait, why is it 120? Why is it 120?
Yo, SM. Let me tell you what's gonna happen.
Blaker than Hokage. Blake was saying.
Okay, so this is what's gonna happen here. they're gonna go back and forth. Then Bowley's gonna eventually cave in, give like 20 installments, and then HH is gonna make a video being all hyped, getting excited. We got Caicedo.
That's
we
true.
got him now.
That's true.
He's the guy. Chelsea are back. We're gonna get Neymar. We're gonna get Mbappe. Chelsea. He's gonna watch. If they buy Caicedo for 120, he's not gonna be complaining. He's gonna be celebrating.
Yeah.
And
then you know what happened? Like third way into the season, Luton 2, Chelsea 0.
HH, we
It's a serious question.
Guys, let's
Are you losing in the kitchen? That's crazy.
let's actually deep this, Z-man, right? This club, this Chelsea Football Club, right? I don't know what this owner is thinking, to be honest with you, because even though we know that they've been negotiating with Caicedo for this long, and they still didn't get to agree in terms of price. I'm talking about since January. Since January, when it fell through and it didn't happen, they've been in contact, right? These guys in Chelsea actually had the audacity to contact West Ham and tell them that after the initial bid that Arsenal's bid got rejected initially a few days ago, Chelsea had the audacity to say, keep him on the leeway, keep him on the stand, right? We're going to collect the money and we're going to come back and we're going to try and get you two. So are we going to get Caicedo and Declan Rice, HH? I don't know what's going on, bro.
No way.
I honestly don't know.
Caicedo already said, "Oh,
PSG is accusing you of corruption.
Wait,
there's a level to this.
Okay, is it realistic? Do you see a scenario where Chelsea pay 120 million for Moises Caicedo?
Wait, why 120?
What happened to Caicedo?
Basically, the issue is it's unfair, but it's if Brighton are looking at the business that Chelsea are doing. Basically, this is similar to like the kind of knock-on effects we saw with Barcelona, PSG, and so forth, where look at how much money you're spending. Look at 70 mil Havertz, 50 mil Man City, you can spend this. I'm sure you can afford this. And you know that this club has shown to throw money away. If you're paying 100 mil for Modric, you can throw money away. So when you know that you're dealing with a club that throws more money away, you're going to be like, say, 120. And my fear is, of course I want Caicedo. Caicedo ain't Enzo. And for 120, that's insane. Keep it in mind that Chelsea still do not have a finisher.
Have they actually raised the price to 120? Or we're just
Yes.
speculating?
Yes. No.
I saw 100.
No, it's 120.
I saw 100. I saw 100. I didn't see 120. I don't know. I don't know where you clown saw 120 from. I saw 100.
Did Fabrizio?
Okay,
Did Fabrizio post it?
No, he didn't post it.
It's not true if Fabrizio didn't post it. I'm sorry. I don't care about what anyone else says. Like, if
No,
Fabrizio
it's
didn't
it's
post
the
it,
it's the Brighton guy from.
HH Caicedo was in poverty just 2 years ago on the streets of wherever the hell he's from. HH, how can you spend 120 million on a poverty player? How?
He spent 100 on
He's a pretty good poverty player.
He's a pretty good poverty player.
But Hokage, what you're forgetting, you could say the same thing about Enzo Fernandez 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Just signed
Playing
him
in
a ceiling
Argentina
striker,
is not the
man.
same as playing in
Bro,
freaking.
Argentina has like 95% inflation right now. Even Chelsea.
That is true. Yeah,
The point being is this: if it was like a Liverpool, the fee would have been cut down. If Chelsea went for freaking McAllister, that would have probably been 80 million, even though he had a 35 million release clause.
This is the Man United effect. Man United effect.
HH, I need to ask you a question.
Hold on, let me quickly this and I'll come to your wink. Ryan Cherokee, HH, do your
Oh
scouting.
my god, this guy is such a hype job, man. Oh.
Yeah, he's hype. He's all hype.
Wait, is that LeBron James in his profile?
Yes, with a wig. Yes, with a wig. I'll check him out. Wink. If he's trash, wing, I'll ban you from the streets. Good. What's the question you want to ask? Good.
HH, in terms of all these price inflations that we will have to deal with, do you really think that it's going to be wise for us to go for these players in this window? Or shall we take a chance with the upcoming youngsters that we bought from Italy and South America and give them a season?
Are you talking about Connor?
I'm talking about Andre Santos and Casade.
No. See, for me, look, as I said again, with the way with
Connor,
with the 600 mil that you spent and so forth, and with FFP, it's crazy to not spend another crazy amount. So it's.
But you guys.
If you can give me Nene. If you can give me Nene, we can only dream. If you can give me Nene, we can roll through. But here's the hold up. Here's the thing. The wise thing is maybe because Homeboy just won the World Cup with Italy, under 20 World Cup with Italy.
No, Uruguay won it, I think.
Uruguay won.
No, he won best player.
So Uruguay beat Italy.
No, Caicedo won the Golden Boot and the Golden Ball.
Oh, sorry, Caicedo won the Golden Boot. He won the Golden Boot for Italy in the World Cup, yeah. So
and the best player.
And the best player. So look, Pochettino says that he works well with her offense. So prove that you know how to work well with offense and so forth. And let's see if you can do well with this young core. But my thing though is, this is Chelsea. Chelsea cannot just have a vibe out season of like, hey, let's just vibe out with the kids.
You know what's the problem? You know what's the biggest problem? You guys don't have a ball winner in your squad, regardless of young or not. And Santos is not. Santos is more of a box-to-box DM. So you guys still need someone that can actually defend in the middle of a park.
Chelsea need a finisher. Before we get there, Chelsea
you're getting Michael
striker.
Jackson. Yeah, you're getting Michael Jackson.
You guys need a scout. Brighton, Napoli, they've proved that there's players out there. If you actually look, okay, why spend all this money on attackers? There's a discounted Federico Chiesa right now for 30-40 million. Take a chance on him. He was the best player at the Euros.
Bro.
He's finished. He's absolutely finished.
No, but Hokage, you just.
This man is insane.
Sorry, I'm good.
Yeah, Hokage, you just opened a different kind of worms right now. In terms of striking, right? Let's be completely honest. We'll put Nicholas Jackson aside because we only know him for the last 6 months, respectfully, right? And we know it's an agent signing. But it's an agent signing. Let's be completely honest. I can guarantee you, the agent said, "Okay, I'm gonna persuade Caicedo to come in. Please give this guy a chance." You know how agents are. That's how they do their job. Let's be honest, right? But let's talk about our striker. The logical ones that we're looking at the moment is Vlahovic, and if we push it, maybe Lautaro Martinez. Maybe.
Wait. Hold up, get it. You have a striker though.
He's coming back.
Good. I'm going to mute him.
Ardias.
No. Good. I've muted him. Carrying. Good. Continue.
Yes, we are forgetting the fact that even though Pochettino does well when he works with youngsters, this guy's bread and butter is 4-2-3-1.
True.
If we look at Vlahovic in Atlanta, the guy was a different beast. When he came to Allegri and he got isolated, we know what happened to him.
Fiorentina.
Fiorentina.
Yeah, Fiorentina. So when he came to Juventus and he came to Allegri's system, we saw how isolated he was and he was unhappy. And if Pochettino's bread and butter is going to be 4-2-3-1, right? And Vlahovic plays as that lone striker again, that's another different kind of worms that we need to dig into. Because nobody's even actually looking at that. We're just buying players now. We're thinking about the future, but we have to look at the base of every coach. And the base of Pochettino is 4-2-3-1.
Lautaro Martinez. I think that's
Lautaro.
No. After that UCL final, no. After UCL final, no. No. Basically, here's my thing though. Look, if Chelsea can give me Caicedo and Vlahovic this summer, I'll be all right. Now, if you give me Caicedo, Vlahovic, and Neymar, I'm gonna be pretty arrogant. I'm warning you. If you give me Caicedo, Vlahovic, and Neymar, I'm going to be really arrogant.
Oh, so Mbappe's not coming to Chelsea then? He's not coming. No, Mbappe's definitely coming to Chelsea. No Mbappe.
Because it's Chelsea.
My lips are because there is going to be a very big player to come to Chelsea, and I'm naming no names. I'm naming no names.
So if Mbappe came to Chelsea, you would what would you do? HH. Honest question. If Mbappe somehow,
I'm saying nothing.
Ardias. Rewatch the Lyon versus City game. That's what you're gonna get.
No. Okay, but look, I mean, let me come to Ahmed. So Ahmed, like, Do you think that Chelsea will do good business this summer? And I think that starting with Caicedo, if Chelsea can get Caicedo, do you think Chelsea are going to right the wrongs of what was a horrendous season last season if they get your boy Caicedo, the Kais?
Firstly, I just want to say, you know what? If we had the opportunity to get Caicedo in United, I would take him in a heartbeat.
For 120,
and you guys,
would you take him for 120?
That's a wholesome budget.
to be honest with you, about 80, between 70 to 80, yes, I would take him. To be honest with you, you got potentially a replacement for N'Golo Kante. And I think, you know what, you get Caicedo and Enzo in midfield, I think you'll be cooking next season.
Ooh,
but the only
cooking a meal. Go for it.
But the only thing I'm gonna give you a little warning is with Chelsea strikers is like a graveyard shift, because every strikers you had apart from Drogba, tell me what strikers actually flourished during their time at Chelsea.
Costa as well.
Costa led us to a title. Costa bowled. He bowled. No, but Ahmed, did you know what the thing is? Chelsea is the second heaviest jersey in football. So the strikers who have failed. The strikers have failed.
I think you're dreaming about second heaviest jersey. Come on.
So rather than say that's Chelsea, because the strikers just did not cut it based on the level that was demanded from them.
What? How much of that weight is because of Lukaku and Zard?
Exactly. Then it's the heaviest jersey, to be fair.
Yep.
The heaviest.
Wait, can I ask?
It is a heavy jersey. It is a heavy jersey, but you know what? At the end of the day, I would rather see Chelsea, not flourish the following year. But unfortunately, with United's situation, I think we're going to do a bit worse than you guys this year if we don't get our transfers in place.
Hold up. So you're saying that Chelsea will do worse than United?
No, he's saying the opposite. He's saying United will do worse than Chelsea.
Yeah.
I'm saying if United get their transfer, if they don't get their transfers in place and this sale in time, I think we're gonna struggle. I'll be honest with you. Ten Hag did an amazing job from the previous season, and I'll be honest with you, I never expected us to be in 2 cup finals. I never expected, you know what, for us to winning a trophy after so many years. To be honest with you, if he doesn't get the backing, I honestly fear, not only from the fan base, but I fear that, you know what, Ten Hag might be the first person to get chopped.
So you're saying that if United don't get their transfer targets and Chelsea pull up with Caicedo, Vlahovic and Neymar, Chelsea will finish above United next season.
Yeah. I think Chelsea will finish above Manchester United.
I was asking Ahmed Mohamed.
To be honest with you, have hope. I'll be honest with you. If Chelsea get the transfer target, number 1 target in place, and United talk to various of agencies, etc., and say, yeah, just wait for for the club to be sold, and dilly-dallying on transfers, you're going to leave us. I'm even fearful with Newcastle, because at the end of the day, what they're doing. Because at the end of the day...
not looking good for United. Okay, but hold on. Let me come to Abdallah. So, Abdallah, Caicedo to Chelsea. Is this the move that will drastically change Chelsea from the disastrous season before?
100%. 100%.
But before you say that though, we are hearing 100 to 120 million.
Is it your money though? Is it your money? Why are you complaining? Is it your money? Are you going to be down?
No. It's not my money, but there's a thing called a budget. There's a thing called FFP.
Oh, don't give me that crap of FFP. FFP's dead.
Yeah, just City fan. What do you expect?
Don't give me that crap of FFP.
No, let's say, Abdullah, I know that your club doesn't follow FFP and so forth, but we all have to as well. So, I mean, I'm just saying.
Come to me when FFP comes and punishes your...
Come to when you break...
keep waffling. When you're twerking for oil money, whatever, it doesn't really matter. To be quite honest, this will all change Chelsea from maybe back to being title contenders. I think you would jump massively.
Because of Caicedo.
Yes, I think he's in N'Golo
I'll
Kante.
drop a break. No. This is
You can drop a brick. I'm a walking brick.
Oh no, no. It's okay. So Abdullah, so if we get Caicedo, but we still don't have a striker, and we're still relying on Sterling and Madueke to get our goals.
You never know.
That makes us title contenders. No, because Abdullah, no. I raise Caicedo, but are you saying that Caicedo alone, without a finisher or striker or any other pieces, is going to close the gap between ourselves and Man City?
You're still
And
saying
Nkunku.
and you got Nkunku as well. Nkunku, Nicholas Jackson. You never know. Nicholas Jackson might be a good player as well.
Wait, you said Nicholas Jackson. Oh, did you?
No, because like, who was?
Oh no, I read Nkunku, but is Nkunku a striker? I mean, an out-and-out finisher striker.
He's a forward.
He's a forward. Yeah.
He's another Felix.
And for me,
he's enough. Yeah, he's right.
Nicholas Jackson.
Casey, stop it. He's not. Casey, stop it.
Nicholas Jackson gives me Drogba vibes. You never know.
Oh my god!
You never know.
Nigga Jackie's Drogba vibes.
God,
You
man.
never know.
This is what I
No.
mean,
Do you know what it is? After his old
Continue,
refinery
repent
delivered
for your
that
sins,
treble,
repent for your
he's
sins,
talking
Continue.
slick. He's not talking
Yeah,
slick.
I'm talking slick and what? I'm talking slick.
Yeah, it's talking. No. Look. I mean, all I'm saying though is, a 124 Caicedo is madness.
It's not your.
100 million is crazy. Okay, Abdullah, I don't know how many times I've got to say this though. There's a thing called a transfer budget. I know it's just not about it being my money. There's a thing called a transfer. Once there's a budget, you budget for this, for that. Because if there wasn't a budget, then people can just spend trillions at the market.
Can I tell you something? This is how brain dead football fans are. Sit back and relax. You are customers, nothing more, nothing less. Whatever happens, you've got. It's not.
Is this guy competing with Yasser? Is he competing with Yasser?
Wait, Abdullah. So Abdullah. So you're saying that every team can spend an endless amount of money every window. That's what you're saying.
It's nothing out of your control. You can complain all you want. Nothing's. They can pay. They'll pay whatever they need to pay. What's required to get the player? It's pay up or shut up. How difficult?
Abdullah, what are you talking about?
How difficult is
not
it?
gonna lie,
The team asked for a price. You either
drop
walk
in a
away
disaster class.
This is
man.
prime, yes.
Okay, Abdullah. Why didn't your club spend insane amount of money on Kukurea?
Thank you, Casey. Thank you. Go ahead.
If there's no such thing as budget.
Because we got a brain dead. We got a release clause merchant of a director.
So no. So you think? Hold on, no. You think it would have been good to spend 60 million or
No, we dodged the bullet. But we've got flipping. What's his name? Sergio Gomez, who's a La Masia graduate or La Masia reject.
It's just like Kukurea, yeah.
If Ake wasn't fit, and we had some breakthrough with Ake, then we would have been screwed. We wouldn't have won the league or won the 3-peat or the treble.
No, it just shows that it just shows that your club valued him at a certain level. Now with this,
we valued him at 40 million max.
Yes, yeah, but that's the thing.
It's not your money, though.
Doesn't care about that.
Thank you.
No, but to be honest,
J2S.
at the time, I did say pay up or shut up, and I was fuming we didn't buy Cucurella, but I guess my technical director was correct.
Can you bring up Wings comment?
One last thing.
One last thing. Wait. Casey, why even ask that? Who asks bring up Wings comments? You know what the answer is going to be if you just say bring up Wings comments. Basically, who replies yes to bring up Wings comments?
You know, this guy said it when you signed it.
Okay, good. Okay, last thing on the ladder here. Good, what do you say? Good.
Yeah, HH, to be completely honest with you, in terms of Caicedo's asking price, if we go all gung-ho for Caicedo, then I think it's going to be very difficult for us to get a striker. So it might be a thing where we will have to rely on Nicholas Jackson and Nkunku to play as a double striker instead of.
But I still don't understand. From my understanding, you still do have a striker on your books.
Yeah.
I don't know why this player hasn't been mentioned.
So good.
Can we not mention him
anymore?
He's still employed.
Yeah, good. You are right.
He's still employed of Chelsea Football Club, is he not?
So good. So you're right though. We may have to rely on. Hopefully, Jackson is a.
You got Luke Skywalker.
So good. Hopefully, Jackson and Nkunku can ball because let's be. There are goals in Nkunku. I know that guy is a freaking baller. Jackson, I don't know. But if Jackson and Nkunku ball, rivals be aware. Then we'll cook it. Then we can cook it.
Absolutely.
So fingers
I
crossed,
agree.
man. Fingers crossed.
Have you
Have a
watched
please worse than
Jackson play,
Felix.
bro? I feel like majority
Okay,
of people
HH.
say stuff about players. They don't watch.
Nkunku's not worse
Yeah.
than Felix. That's
Yeah,
a
it's not
complete-
Jackson.
Yeah.
or
No. Ziman, Jackson or no Jackson, Nkunku is 100%
No, but
a
he's not a
massive upgrade.
striker. He's not
But
like
he
a
scored. But
striker.
he's a goal scorer. No. Ziman, here's the thing though. Football has changed. Now, do you need a striker? Not necessarily.
Yes, you do.
What you-
Yes, you do.
You're not Man City.
This season proved it. Last season also proved it.
No.
The World
What's
Cup
no. Chelsea were missing goal scorers. Is Salah a striker?
A strike.
Is Salah a striker?
What is Liverpool
No.
done in the last
That's
2 years?
because is Salah a striker? Yes or no?
What has Liverpool done?
Inside forward.
Thank
That's
you.
fair.
He's an inside forward.
And Nkunku
So
is
he's
not
not.
an inside forward.
What Chelsea need is goal scorers. Let's just start there. Somebody who can get goals. Then he can be like, okay, somebody in the striker role, can you come in as a number 10 and now help to provide for other guys around you?
I can't wait for this season to start.
Yo, hey, Church, I got something to counter your point. So Nkunku
What?
scored 16 goals in the league last year. You do know that's worse than Timo Werner's best season in the
Yes,
same league.
yes.
Oh my God.
People are not
Guys,
looking at that.
Thank you for tuning in to the Sunday Hangout.
Don't forget he was
And
injured.
I
Don't
shall,
forget he
and
was
we shall
injured.
be seeing you
So much
guys.
doing more.
So watch out for the live shows hopefully during this week. If there are any big massive updates, we'll probably be doing a live show during the week and so forth. Peace be with all of you guys. This will be on the podcast views, and all I'm saying is this though. We are getting Caicedo for 80 million. We are selling Kai Havertz for 70. We are selling Kai Havertz for 70 mil, and United are paying 75 million for Mason Mount. Peace out, stay true, and I'll see you guys on the other one. Peace out. Peace.